This year's broadcast is brought to you by Gunthorpe Financial, Montgomery Dentistry, Zaxby's, Breck Honey State Farm, Regions Bank, Alabama 811, J.C. Love Probate Judge, Merrill Lynch Web Chastain, Adams Drugs, Brindle Sprinkler Company, Southern Specialty Physicians, Alabama One Credit Union, TW Orthodontics, Moore Company Realtors, Montgomery County Sheriff Derek Cunningham, Encore Rehab, Merrill Lynch Jake Ray, CB&S Bank, Just for Grins Orthodontics, Riverbank and Trust, Gulf States Distributors, Cadell Construction, Dentistry for Children, Katie Steenwinder, Houston Clinic, Cross Country Mortgage, Doug's 2 Salon, and Montgomery Paint and Body. Now, here's tonight's broadcast of the St. James Trojans.
You've all heard the old story. You know, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Well, the journey of the 2024 regular season in high school football started with a step last Friday night, albeit a painful one for the St. James Trojans. Well, it's a week later. It's time for step number 2, and everyone in blue and gold are hoping that tonight will be a little less painful. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. It's Friday night in Alabama, and this is St. James Trojan Football. We join you tonight from the campus of Montgomery Academy, where the Trojans will take on their oldest rival in what hopes to be a much, much better night. Now, the weather's a bit hotter than last Friday. Last Friday night, it felt like fall when the Trojans entertained the Catholic Knights. Well, a week later, it's summer, and the Trojans will take on the undefeated Eagles. They won their opening game last Friday night against Tallahassee. But these two teams are much more familiar with each other. St. James has won the last 2 meetings, but the roles are reversed. St. James has played the last 4 years with the same starting quarterback, and Montgomery Academy, well, they're now breaking in their own 9th grade quarterback. He was pretty impressive last week, throwing 2 touchdown passes. The Trojans will be looking to repolish that offense, make some changes, and become more explosive. It's St. James versus Montgomery Academy. Settle in. This ought to be a good one. I'm Sonny Brassville. He's Brad Armagost, and this is St. James Trojan Football.
Discover your stunning new look at Doug's 2 Salon. Find your breathtaking new hairstyle or color with our expert stylists and salon artists, and look absolutely radiant with our extensions, balayage, and keratin treatments. You'll find products from Aveda and Bumble and Bumble, so even when you leave the salon, you keep looking sensational. Call to make your appointment and look and feel amazing today.
I'm Cliff Meidel, 2-time Olympic athlete in the sport of sprint kayaking. In 1986, my life changed forever when I struck 3 buried high-voltage cables while working on an excavation site. 30,000 volts of electricity blew through my body. I'm lucky to be alive and able to walk again. Accidents like mine can be avoided with a simple call to 811.
Accidents can happen to anyone. Know what's below. Always call 811 before digging. Brought to you by Alabama 811.
If joint pain or an athletic injury has you out of the game, call the Houston Clinic team at 334-245-6605. Doctors Lee Murphy and Derek Wessner are seasoned healthcare providers working to provide high-quality sports medicine care to the athletes of the River Region. Dr. Murphy is an orthopedic surgeon. His clinical focus is on shoulder, elbow, and knee disorders. Dr. Wessner is a veteran and a no-operative sports medicine physician, specializing in the no-operative treatment of all musculoskeletal conditions. Doctors Murphy and Wessner are part of the Houston Clinic on Taylor Road in Montgomery.
Go, go, go. That's life. And at CB&S Bank, we help you keep up. We're redesigning financial freedom with the most sophisticated digital products. Check balances, pay bills, transfer funds, manage your card, and even deposit checks from wherever you are. Make purchases using your CB&S Bank debit card through your mobile device with Mobile Wallet in participating stores and restaurants. Learn more at cbsbank.com. Charges and fees may apply from your cellular service provider. Contact your service provider for information. Member FDIC.
Adams Drugs is proud to be a sponsor and partner with the St. James football program. We have served families of the River Region for over 62 years. At Adams Drugs, we take pride in our excellent customer service and our commitment to the community. We offer wellness screenings, compounding, immunizations, a specialty pharmacy, and delivery service, just to name a few. Let Adams be your pharmacy choice. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net for the location nearest you.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Alabama. So now you can get the great service and convenience of State Farm agent Breck Honey at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Breck Honey is ready to help you save, Montgomery. Call my office today at 334-272-8423. That's 272-8423. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're back here at Macklemore Field on the campus of Montgomery Academy, where in just a few minutes, St. James and the Montgomery Academy Eagles will have game number 2 of the 2024 regular season. And certainly everybody knows the line that is said over and over and over by football coaches, and that is that you improve the most between the first game and the second game of the season. I'm not sure I 100% buy that, but there's no question that St. James is hoping that that is so. Although, to be real fair to the Trojans, last Friday night, St. James and honestly just about everybody else who plays Montgomery Catholic this year is going to be overmatched. And the Trojans were in a game that St. James dropped 42-14. There were a number of positive things last Friday night, however, and one of those was just how hard St. James played in that football game when over and over and over again they had an opportunity to fold their tent. It was 14-0, and Catholic had the football, appeared to be going in, and St. James made a big stop, forced a punt, got the ball back with a short field, punched it in to make it 14-7, and then early in the second half when it was 28-7, the Trojans forced a punt and scored off that punt as well. And pulled it to 28-14, and in fact got the ball back with the score 28-14 deep in their own territory, and a short punt turned into a quick score for Montgomery Catholic, and it went from 28-14 to 35-14 real quick. And from that point forward, St. James and Montgomery Catholic really played their backups. But tonight, St. James hoping to be able really to run the ball better than they did last week. And, you know, it's an exaggeration, I guess, to say that, or an understatement, I suppose, is that the Trojans only gained 3 yards rushing last Friday night. And that is not St. James football. The Trojans have had a 1,000-yard rusher for 12 seasons in a row. And if we're going to get there this season, then the St. James offensive line is going to have to play better tonight and going forward in the season than they did last Friday night. But again, in many ways, the Trojans, it just wasn't a fair fight. One of the other real positive things about the game was how well Chase Perry, first-time starter at quarterback, the junior, how well he hung in there, the poise he showed in the face of enormous adversity. On the Trojans' first offensive series, on second down, he had a ball tip that Montgomery Catholic intercepted, and they turned that into a quick touchdown. Late in the first half, he had another pass intercepted that was turned into a touchdown. But, you know, he hung in there. He was 6 of 19 for 103 yards and a touchdown, and I think you're going to see much, much better nights as we go forward from this young man. The ball comes out of his hand very smoothly. He spins the ball really well. He's big enough at 6'2", 190 pounds. And so the Trojans have a good quarterback to base what the rest of the season in recovering and bouncing back from last Friday night. Certainly, those are things that the St. James can build on. The defense hung in there. 2 really good senior linebackers, Pruitt Connor, along with Wills Johnson, really played their hearts out last Friday night. And the Trojans have worked really, really hard this week on hydration. If you were with us last Friday night, you know that St. James had an enormous problem with cramping, and certainly that played a part in the game as St. James at times played as many as 9 players both ways. And Montgomery Catholic with a full platoon, their offensive players play offense, their defensive players play defense, and that makes a big, huge difference. And here tonight, as St. James takes on Montgomery Academy, it will be much different. Montgomery Academy, a 3A football team, and they will play most of their solid football players both ways, and certainly that'll make the play in the second half, you would anticipate to be much fairer, I guess I would say, than it was last Friday night, when you could tell by midway in the third quarter, St. James just hit a wall. At one point in the second half, Montgomery Catholic had run 20 offensive plays, and St. James had run 3. And that just really took so much out of that football team. And Montgomery Academy, again, will play many of their players, including their skill players, both ways, as St. James will tonight. And you'll hear a lot about DJ Vinson for Montgomery Academy, a wide receiver who will also play corner for the Eagles. He's about 6'4", 200, fast enough, long, a great route runner. And if St. James is going to be able to contain the Eagles tonight, it'll start with finding a way to keep Vinson in check. Montgomery Academy, as we said in the opening, will play with their own 9th grade quarterback, just as St. James did 4 years ago tonight. And Montgomery Academy had one of their very best football teams. St. James started a 9th grade quarterback that night, a young man named KJ Jackson, who is still in the top 5 in passing in the history in terms of touchdowns thrown in the history of Alabama high school football. But the 9th grader starting tonight for Montgomery Academy is Reed McBride. He threw very well last Friday night in the 22-16 win over Tallahassee. McBride was 10 for 16, 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. And certainly that's a pretty good way to start off your high school career. And the Trojans will be looking to put pressure on McBride. St. James playing defense a little bit differently this year than in past, although Jeff Corley is still the coordinator. We saw both safety and corner blitzes last week. Really didn't see that much the last 4 years out of the Trojans, and I think you'll see more of that tonight as St. James will try to put as much pressure as possible on this 9th grade quarterback. Again, St. James trying to bounce back. The Trojans falling last week 42-14 to Montgomery Catholic. St. James, the kind of thing I guess an announcer on a St. James broadcast ought to keep his mouth shut about, but the Trojans trying to avoid going 0-2 since it would be the first time since 2015 when St. James started the season losing to Pike Crossing in Elmore County. But in that year, finished 6-5, lost in the first round of the playoffs to Montevallo in a game that St. James really should have won. That football team improved enormously from game 2 to the end of the football season. Certainly St. James hoping to avoid that tonight here against Montgomery Academy. And as I've mentioned, these are old rivals. Montgomery Academy spent 2 years in Class 4A as a result of the competitive balance rules adopted by the Alabama High School Athletic Association. Montgomery Academy advanced to the 2021 state championship game, lost in the second half to Piedmont, and St. James knows what that football team is like, as the Trojans 1 year later would defeat Piedmont in the state championship game. But that resulted in Montgomery Academy playing in 4A the last 2 seasons, where the Eagles went 9-13, 8-6 in region play. They finished 4th in region play the last 2 seasons, which put them into the playoff, but resulted in them playing a region champ. So going 0-2 in the playoffs allowed the Eagles to move back to 3A where quite honestly, that's where they ought to be, and where they have as good a chance to win their region really as anybody in that region. Of course, they'll play in the same region with Prattville Christian, Alabama Christian, and Trinity here in town. Typically, St. James would be in that region as well, but because the Trojans made it to the state championship game in 2022 and then to the state semifinals last year, the competitive balance rules have pushed the Trojans up to Class 4A, where they play in an unusual region. That includes teams from North Alabama, and we'll talk about that as the broadcast goes along. Both teams have very, new coaches, with air quotes. I almost said young coaches. Ethan McBride, in his second year at Montgomery Academy, is young, 33 years old. And I remember him in youth baseball here in Montgomery. He went 5-7 last year in his opening season as the head coach for Montgomery Academy, but off to a good start after last Friday night. And if you weren't with us last Friday night, we'll remind you that Aubrey Blackwell is back at St. James after being offensive coordinator under head coach Jimmy Perry, and then moving to Montgomery Catholic and really putting that program on the track to where it is today. He spent the last 3 years in Mississippi and returned after head coach Neil Posey spent only 1 year and traveled back, went down to Florida to the University of Central Florida to coach. Aubrey Blackwell back here at St. James. And, it was interesting to watch his offense last week. And, St. James had a difficult time moving the football, but you could see some subtle changes from the offense that St. James has run the last 2 years. Some things I think we'll see the Trojans throw the ball downfield a little more tonight. I also expect to see some of the screen game, and then the Trojans are going to be committed to running the football tonight. I don't think there's any question about that. St. James can't get to where it is hopeful of getting, and that is to the 4A playoffs, if it can't run the ball better than it did last Friday night. So it's St. James versus Montgomery Academy. Ought to be a good one. Weather is a little warmer than last Friday night, but it still doesn't feel like August hot here in Montgomery. It ought to be a good one that ought to go to the fourth quarter, and we hope you'll settle in and spend your Friday night here with us on WRBZ. We'll be right back after this 3-minute break, and we'll have our visit with head coach Aubrey Blackwell on the Trojan Scouting Report. This brought to you by Alabama One Credit Union. We'll be right back.
I've been an athlete all my life, and unfortunately, I know what it means to be injured. I know the value of having the very best care. This is St. James head coach Aubrey Blackwell. The Trojans rely on Encore Sports Medicine care for our most valuable assets, our student athletes. But you don't have to be an athlete to benefit from their expertise. There are 2 Montgomery area locations, one on the Eastern Boulevard and one in Pike Road. Take it from me. I trust Encore Sports Medicine to take care of our Trojans, and you can trust them too.
All aboard for Healthy Smiles. At Dentistry for Children, they love to make kids smile. Dr. Schreiber and Dr. Thomas specialize in pediatric dentistry, treating infants, children, and patients with special needs. You can trust Dentistry for Children to provide the highest quality care for children of all ages. Beautiful smiles begin at Dentistry for Children. Call today to make your appointment with their professional caring staff. Dentistry for Children in Montgomery and Wetumpka, proudly making kids smile for over 40 years.
Nothing gets your attention like the pain you get when it hurts to walk. When you have that pain, reach out to Southern Specialty Physicians. Dr. Brian Sellers is a board-certified vascular surgeon with over 15 years of experience. And Dr. Brandon McCullum is an experienced podiatrist. Southern Specialty Physicians are working to keep Alabama walking. Located across from the AUM Water Tower on Sydney Curve and online at ssp.care. A fire can spread through your home or business in less than 2 minutes. That's why it's important to think ahead and have the proper fire protection installed before it's needed. Brendel Sprinkler Company can inspect your current system and help make sure that you have the proper equipment when it's needed. Brendel works in new construction, existing homes, and renovations. They not only want to help extinguish fires, they want to save lives. Since 1960, with over 5,000 successful installations. Find them online at brendelsprinkler.com.
Welcome to Flavor Showdown! It's time for the lightning round. A snack that's actually a meal.
Zaxby's Big Zax Snack?
A superhero would have this superpower.
Grilled chicken sandwich vision!
Now your favorite Zaxby's meals are only $5.99. The Big Zax Snack, boneless wings, chicken sandwich, chicken finger sandwich, or the grilled chicken sandwich meal, each served with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce drink.
Zaxby's, friends, family, flavor. Limited time only. Participating locations only.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Alabama. So now you can get the great service and convenience of State Farm agent Breck Honey at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Breck Honey is ready to help you save, Montgomery. Call my office today at 334-272-8423. That's 272-8423. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Trojan Scouting Report with head coach Aubrey Blackwell is sponsored by Alabama One Credit Union, your financing partner for auto, mortgage, commercial, land, agriculture, equipment, and high-interest deposit accounts. Alabama One is a proud sponsor of St. James Athletics. Join now at alabama1.org or visit any of their 27 branches statewide, including their local branches in Montgomery, Millbrook, and coming soon in Pike Road. Visit alabama1.org for more information. We get ready for a kickoff tonight between St. James and Montgomery Academy. Sonny Brassfield with head coach Aubrey Blackwell on the Alabama One Credit Union Trojan Scouting Report. Coach, last Friday night, it was a little cooler than it is tonight.
That's right. That's right. I'm hoping this overcast cools this place off a little bit more for us. We're supposed to kind of, have these clouds and overcast stuff today, but I hope it cools it off.
Well, it was last Friday night, opened the season against what is one very talented, loaded, big, fast, impressive football team at Montgomery Catholic. But as we talked at breakfast this morning, I was just so doggone impressed with how hard your young men played.
Yeah, they did. Just so much guts, and just never wanted to come out. And have one person say, "Coach, I got to come out." Every one of them wanted to go till the end. Several guys, playing both ways. Our goal going into the game was to play about 110 snaps, and at halftime we had already played 80. And so we kind of knew at half we were in trouble. And they weren't playing ultra fast, but they were playing with a good tempo. And we just couldn't keep the ball on the ground. We just could not move it there. So we had to put it in the air a lot more than we wanted to because of the clock. But I'm really proud of how Chase handled it. I thought we had a lot of good opportunities. We had some guys open. If we could have protected that big front a little bit better, we were so overmatched up front in their front six and front seven. Just from all the linebackers, the line, but our guys played hard. They got after it, and proud of their resolve to fight till the end.
Well, it was 28-14. You had the football. You were backed up, but you had the football. It's one of those things, and announcers say it all the time. The game was a whole lot closer than the score indicated. It's there's 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and it's 28-14. You've got the football, and there are no moral victories in this sport. But again, the guys just played so hard, and you were overmatched at the line of scrimmage. But your linemen kept playing hard too. I was pretty impressed with what you're doing up front. That tonight ought to be a little bit easier for the casual fan to see what's going on up front tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot different tonight, especially size wise, not. But athletically, yes. The speed of Catholic was, I think, the biggest thing that it's hard to prepare for. We didn't play a spring game. We could not get a jamboree. I tried trying to find somebody to do that. If we'd have had one shot to get out there before that game and play somebody faster than us, it would have helped us. So, I think that's one thing that we got better as the game went on because we started to speed up, and it was just we could not replicate their speed in our scout teams, and so that was a big adjustment for us. But tonight, going forward, this it's not just tonight; it's this year. We won't see anybody that fast. We will see a player at BTW's got an SEC football player at wide receiver that's going to be a problem to handle. The Jordan King kid at Tallahassee can move. So I mean, there's just a couple left on our schedule to see the speed that we'll have there. But really proud of the guys. I think the biggest thing at the end of the game, snaps wise, we had as many snaps as they did offensively. They just had a lot of big plays, and I think, Six, the kid that transferred from Greenville High School a couple of weeks ago, he had some touches one time and, on first down and big plays. And so, it was a great experience for our guys. We will be a lot better tonight. And the game will be a lot slower tonight overall, even though this is a talented and long and big Montgomery Academy football team.
Well, it is. And one more thing about last week, I just wanted to ask you about your linebackers. Played extremely hard, I thought, and both of them cramping in the third quarter. I don't think either one of them missed a play until it was time for the reserves to go in. What about tonight with regard to the hydration issue?
Well, we've gone out and gotten everything we can. The AHSAA has changed their policy on intravenous fluids. So you cannot give a kid an IV now before the game or at halftime. He cannot play in that game for 24 hours once receiving the IV. So that's something that they did. I get it. The medical committee of the HSAA made that change this year. I understand it. Kids that are chronic crampers and some kids like that, if they're going to get a pregame IV, they got to do it now on Thursdays. Not sure of that, because one thing you don't want is to be in the ER at midnight with a kid that's in full body cramp. So I question that part. But we're prepared. We've gone out and gotten the electrolyte pills. Christy Hurd, an old friend of ours at St. James, an amazing athletic trainer, has helped me with the process of getting some things for our guys that are illegal through the AHSAA, and some Cramp-X and some electrolyte pills and things of that nature, and giving us a process that we can do, to skip the IV since we can't use those anymore. So we will have them ready for our guys. If once kids go into that bad cramp, we can IV them. We just can't put them back in once they get that.
Well, Coach, we appreciate the insight. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll take a closer look at Montgomery Academy on the Alabama One Credit Union Trojan Scouting Report.
Gulf States Distributing has served the law enforcement, military, and first responder equipment needs for over 40 years. Along with their 100-plus product lines of law enforcement equipment and apparel, they have one of the largest ammunition inventories in the Southeast. Gulf State's well-stocked showroom and friendly staff reflect a hometown atmosphere. Visit them today at 6000 East Shirley Lane. Gulf States Distributing's mission is to provide quality products at competitive prices with exceptional service.
You want to see your money grow without a whole lot of fuss? Well, you're sure to find some peace of mind at Riverbank and Trust.
This is Polly Hardigree, Montgomery County President at Riverbank and Trust. As your hometown community bank, we are proud to support local high school sports programs, especially St. James Friday Night Lights. Go Trojans! Best wishes on a great season. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Do you ever see someone with a smile on their face and wonder, what have they been doing? It could be because they just left the offices of Montgomery Dentistry on Woodmere Boulevard. Doctors Anderson, Robertson, and Bootner have over 55 years combined dental experience and are proud to be an active part of the St. James community. Montgomery Dentistry accepts most major dental insurance plans, as well as offering an in-house discounted membership plan for patients without insurance. Montgomery Dentistry on Woodmere Boulevard. Visit them at montgomerydentistry.com.
A Regions checking account can help you take your next step in life by giving you smarter, more convenient ways to manage your money. Open a Regions checking account today and bank safely and securely in a branch, online, on your phone, or with a phone call. You'll also love conveniences like text alerts, Regions mobile deposit, and our new bill pay system. Ready to move your life forward? To open a Regions checking account today, visit a branch or log on to regions.com/open now. Regions Bank. Message and data fees may apply to mobile services. Mobile deposit subject to fees.
Hi, Montgomery County Probate Judge J.C. Love here. I want to wish the St. James Trojans an exciting and successful season. We're cheering for you every step of the way. Go Trojans. And while you're gearing up for the games, don't forget to protect what's important off the field too. Our REACT program helps safeguard your property from fraud and theft. Visit our website or call us today to learn more about REACT and how you can protect your home and investment. Let's have a great football season and a secure future. Go Trojans.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Derek Cunningham of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. I'm glad to see that you are a proud supporter of St. James football, but also remember when you're going out to the football game, make sure you pack a designated driver. Right now during the holiday season and coming up holiday season, we can see a lot of people on the roads and we want you to feel safe. So make sure when you're packing your tailgate supplies that you pack a designated driver.
We're back at Macklemore Field at St. James and Montgomery Academy. Get ready to go for another non-region game. But tonight, Coach Blackwell, let's talk a little bit about the St. James offense. Had a difficult time running the football last Friday night, but I know it's important to you to be able to run.
Yeah, it is. And, we didn't try everything. We didn't unload all of the things that we've put in offensively in the Catholic game. I didn't think what we did was going to really help if we'd have added another tight end, or whether, we were still going to lose the interior battle because of the size and the strength of the Catholic's interior three. Tonight's a little bit different. They do have some big kids in the Kirkland brothers that, are heavy guys, but they don't move like the kids from Catholic. So, we've got to be able to run the ball because, when you're playing with so few kids, total, you've got to shorten the football game. And if you get out there and throw and you got kids playing 160 snaps like they did last week, you're not going to make it. You're going to have kids cramp, especially in August and September. So, in order to shorten the game, you got to be able to run the football and control the clock. And so tonight we're going to do a lot better job of that. We do have some offensive sets tonight that we didn't show last week that we will put on the field tonight that people are going to see. Play action pass is a big part of what Chase wants to do. We did do a lot of that last week, and that was where we did find some seams and did some things in the RPO game. Chase threw some of those really, really well. And we saw some big plays out of Tabor and Braylon off the RPO game. And so, we've got to be a lot better tonight up front. We're going to play some more guys up front that didn't get a lot of opportunities last week, so we can get more guys some rest. We're starting Will Wright on defense tonight, and we're going to start Will Steinwander today on offense to try to give Will Wright more rest. I think we feel like he could be a better dominant player for us on defense, more so than offense right now. And so, we're going to try to give him more reps. Jack Caradori will play more tonight. Jack got about 10 or 11 snaps last week at guard. We're going to mix him in some more to try to give CJ some rest. JB Braswell will get the start tonight at center. Last week we started CJ. That's strictly because JB only got about 3 days worth of football practice until he got fully cleared. So we wanted him to play center, but that's also his throwing arm where he had, his elbow surgery from baseball. And so he's a lot more confident this week after getting a whole week under his belt at center. So you'll see JB at center tonight start and see JB at guard. And when CJ needs a break, we're going to use Jack Caradori tonight. And Jack's had a really good week of practice. And so I'm proud of how we're coming. We're getting along a little bit better. We're going to rest Wills Johnson a little bit more than we have before. He's such a dominant figure defensively. So Jackson Clifford, a senior, will get the start tonight at H-back and our fullback offense. And so to give Wills more of a chance to breathe and play a little bit more on defense without cramping. So you'll see Grant Phillips tote the football a little bit more tonight than usual. Pruitt doesn't like that. Pruitt wants to ball in his hand every snap, which I love it. You want to run back that way. So that's what you'll see tonight. You'll see a little bit more playing and get some guys some more opportunities.
Well, I wanted to mention your quarterback. You talked a little bit about Chase Perry. He's a junior, but this is really his first opportunity to get out there on a regular basis. The young man in front of him played football last night.
He played well.
Played well at Arkansas. But I was impressed the way he managed the game. Just the little subtle things, calm. I thought he hung in there. There was a pass he completed in the first half coming off the negative territory with two guys barreling down on him. Braylon caught it sliding for a first down. It just, says to me as this season moves along, I think you're going to be just fine at quarterback.
Yeah, we are. But we can't let him get hit as much as he got hit Friday night, and they did. They brought most of the time, they brought 5-man pressure. Most of our passing plays are 6-man protection. But we were having to leave 2 guys on the nose guard and 2 guys on the strong side tackle every night. And so we ended up having to ask our running backs to block a 6'3", 260-pound, 9 technique that Catholic had, and so the matchups made a big difference last week. We got to protect him, but because Chase has a big arm, Chase has the arm strength that KJ has. If we give him time and let him set his feet, see if he's having to move around and throw off his back foot and throw on the run, you won't be able to see that. But when Chase sets his feet in the pocket, he's got an opportunity to really get the ball down the field. We're going to take those shots tonight, just like we're going to take our shots with Tabor and Braylon, the way they're running down the field right now, and especially now that Braylon's a lot healthier this week than he was last week.
Well, can we talk a little bit about defense tonight? You're going against the Montgomery Academy team with starting a 9th grade quarterback. Certainly have a fine couple of wide receivers that I know will present you some challenges. So could you talk a little bit about your defense?
Yeah, and he's just not any 9th grade quarterback. Reed McBride actually grew up playing baseball with my son, with Will. Reed is an outstanding athlete. He's a confident kid, really athletic. He's got a really big arm. I would not be surprised if we didn't see Reed McBride play baseball in the SEC. He is a really talented player. But it's our job to make him really uncomfortable. And, Coach Corley and I have talked about that all week, that anytime you have a 9th grade quarterback, the best way to get to him is pressure. And so, they're going to try their best to get DJ Vincent at least 15 touches, at least.
Wow.
And so we've got to do our job of making sure that we limit those. I think, Coach Parker, their offensive coordinator, worked for me at Montgomery Catholic. He knows, my philosophies and what we do. And so he does a lot of the similar things that we did when I was at Catholic. And so we have an idea of what he's trying to do. He does a good job with, running mesh and running fast screens and slow screens. So we expect them to take that game film of what they saw at Catholic, where we really struggled in the slow screen game. We really struggled getting the ball out, getting to the guys quick on fast bubble and fast singles. And so I expect them to attack us early with that to see if we fixed our issues. And if we hadn't, we're going to have trouble. So we've worked on it, but the kids are in a lot better place this week than we were last week. And DJ doesn't have the speed of 6, but he is still a player that if Reed can get the ball out on time, DJ's going to have a chance to catch it. And they also got, Friendly and Gordon are 2 kids that are 6'4" and 6'6" as well. We're just going to have to play really well. We're going to have to get pressure on them up front, and we're going to have to play good in the secondary and be physical.
Well, but all that said, this is St. James' traditional rival. This is a game these kids have to be looking forward to. So just kind of as we close, tell me how practice went this week and how you're feeling here right before
Went really good. Monday we were sore. We were still sore on Monday. Tuesday was really good, and Wednesday was as well. And where our kids are excited about playing this one, they're confident. Even regardless of last week, they've moved on. We're going to be physical tonight. We're going to play. We're going to play hard, just like we do. That's who we are. That's the identity that Jimmy Perry instilled in this program a long time ago, and toughness. And so, I always like our chances when kids play as hard as they can for 4 quarters, and that's what the Trojans are going to do tonight.
Coach, we appreciate your time. We're about ready for kickoff at St. James versus Montgomery Academy. We'll be right back. This is St. James football on WRBG.
Hi, I'm Shelly Nichols. If you see home ownership in your future, the future is now. Helping people get mortgages is what I do at Cross Country Mortgage. I'll help you find the home financing option that's right for you. Go to my website at ccm.com/Shelly Nichols and follow me on social media. Contact me today at Cross Country Mortgage about a home loan. Equal housing opportunity, subject to credit approval, NMLS 430123, company NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
At TW Orthodontics, we go above and beyond in caring for the needs of our patients by offering a wide array of affordable treatments that deliver beautiful smiles. Using the most effective and efficient treatment methods, such as Invisalign and braces, our orthodontic specialists are eager to help you achieve the smile you deserve. When you come to our office, you're not just a patient, you're family. 4635 Woodmere Boulevard in Montgomery, twortho.com.
When you speak with patients at Just for Grins Orthodontics, you hear things like, the staff is great. My daughter's teeth look perfect. I've been using them for over 2 years, and my service has been nothing short of amazing. Or, my teeth have always made me a little self-conscious. Just for Grins fixed that, and not only do my teeth look great, they make me feel great. If you or your family need braces or Invisalign in a lively environment using the latest technologies with over 3 decades of experience, let's make the smile of your dreams a reality. Visit justforgrinsortho.com.
Confidence, experience, credibility. When your family is at stake, you need an attorney who's built a reputation on these 3 words. KD Steenwinder. Whether it's divorce, custody, adoptions, or child support, KD Steenwinder. Serving clients from Prattville and Wetumpka to Montgomery and Elba, KD Steenwinder has developed her reputation with credibility, experience, and confidence. Call the law office of KD Steenwinder in Montgomery, 262-2844. When your family is at stake, KD Steenwinder. No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
If you're looking for commercial real estate, Moore Company Realty is your go-to choice. The experienced team has a deep understanding of local markets and can help you find the perfect commercial property for sale or lease. They also offer comprehensive commercial property management services to ensure your investment is well taken care of. Their expertise and dedication to client satisfaction has allowed them to thrive for over 130 years. Find out more at moorecompanyrealty.com.
Has an accident cramped your style? At Montgomery Paint and Body, we turn uh-oh into wow. Whether it's a tiny fender bender or total body repair, we'll have your ride looking stunning, maybe even better than before. When life throws a collision your way, count on us to smooth out the stress. We don't just fix cars. We treat every customer like family, because that's what the Turners are all about. From little fender benders to total body repair, visit Montgomery Paint and Body, East Shirley Lane on the East Boulevard, or call 27-REC. At Montgomery Paint and Body, your vehicle will be as good as new, maybe better.
This is head coach Aubrey Blackwell. Welcome back to St. James football.
Need a little good news.
Well, we're almost ready to go, Brad. It's St. James versus Montgomery Academy. The Trojans won the toss and deferred, right?
Yeah.
I was distracted for a minute. The Trojans in all white tonight. My favorite uniform. White helmets with that blue gold stripe, white jerseys, blue numbers, white pants with blue and gold stripes.
And that stripe, the stripe on the pants a little different this year, isn't it?
Yeah, the stripe on the pants and the sleeves different. We Trojans have shifted to Nike, and the uniform looks good, although I know Coach Jimmy Perry really hated the grass stains on the white pants.
Oh, yeah.
You'd call him Sunday afternoon. What you doing, Coach? Washing pants.
Washing pants.
Washing pants. You know, in high school football, you get to do just about everything. Excited for tonight's game, Brad. You know, last Friday night, St. James overmatched. But as we said in the conversation with Coach Blackwell, fought hard. Very, very proud of that football team. And we'll see tonight if they learned what Coach Blackwell hoped they would learn, which is you got to play faster.
That's right. You got to play faster, recognize quicker, and getting to play against. Our offense played against the best front six I've seen in high school football in years. Those guys were amazing. But, yeah, play quicker. We've got some street fighters on this team. The St. James Trojans, defensively led by Wills Johnson, offensively led by Pruitt Connor, and they're ready to go. And last week against a much superior opponent, they showed the ability to fight and fight hard. And they were able to get 14 points on the board. So I'm proud of the offense for that, too, and special teams.
Well, that's right. Those that looked at the final score is 42-14, and it was 42-14. But it was 28-14, and St. James had the football with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
That's
and the
right.
Trojans just hit the wall. So we'll see tonight. One of the things we'll watch is this junior quarterback for St. James, Chase Perry. I'll say that this football team will go tonight and the rest of this football season the way Chase Perry goes. If he throws the ball the way he can, St. James has got a chance to make some noise in Class 4A. and we'll watch tonight how much he has grown from last week.
That's right. They say the best advancement you'll make and improvement is from week 1 to week 2. And Chase Perry's a junior, 6'2", 185 quarterback for the Trojans, and he threw a touchdown pass last week that had no business being a touchdown. He had about 2 seconds to throw off his back foot, threw it to a spot in the end zone. Evan Richardson got underneath it. Touchdown Trojans then.
Dylan Hines will kick it off for St. James. Back deep for Montgomery Academy. David Wisenhunt and DJ Vincent. Trojans will pooch it here. It's going to hit the ground at about the 25. It's going to be fumbled, but picked up toward the middle of the field with running room is Wisenhunt. He'll be dropped by the kicker at about the 35, maybe the 36, and Montgomery Academy will start there. We expect to see St. James with those 2 linebackers, Wills Johnson and Pruitt Connor, to anchor this defense up front. Taking a quick look is C.J. Edwards, of course, and Charlie Cutler at the defensive tackles, the defensive ends. Max Ward will get the start out there for the Trojans, along with Dylan Hines. In the secondary, we'll get those quickly for you. Grant Phillips, Braylon Corley, Tabor Alford, and checking the other safety is Mason Craig along with Miles Zakowski. That's the 11 for the Trojans. Quarterback's going to keep this rolling right, and it's going to be a touchdown. Oh, my goodness, the St. James cornerback bit, and that's a 64-yard touchdown pass.
Yep.
McBride to Vinson. Holy cow.
Yeah, a little trickery. Tabor took the bite when it looked like it was going to be a quarterback sweep around the right side, and DJ just flew down the field. Easy pass, easy touchdown, Montgomery Academy.
They really faked the belly off left guard. The quarterback booted here to the short side of the field, and the corner and safety for St. James coming up to help, and very, very well conceived by Montgomery Academy, and just like that, it's 6-0.
Well, if DJ Vincent goes to the restroom, Tabor needs to go with him.
You are exactly
everywhere
right.
He goes, you go.
The extra point for Montgomery Academy is up and good. And it's 7-0 Eagles. We will apologize tonight. We've got to move around to see the clock. That took a walloping 12 seconds. And St. James trails 7-0.
22 seconds.
22 seconds. I was in communication. We didn't have to do math.
You have to do math?
No, not much.
I was an accounting major, so I do it every day. It's painful.
Well, that's not how Coach Blackwell hoped things would get started. Let me just say that to you. This football team has got to find a way to play more under control. It's what you said. If DJ Vincent goes to the restroom, we need to follow him all the way. Stand outside the door.
Yeah, stand outside
wait
the
on
door.
him to come out.
But you know where he is. Basically, you need to know where he is at all times. Tabor was pleading his case down there. I don't know what. I didn't see an offensive lineman downfield.
I think he thought he was held out here. But he's not going to catch him from behind.
No, exactly.
All right, Trojans trail 7-0. Montgomery Academy scores on the first play. And that ninth grade quarterback threw that pass just fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he did. Doesn't matter what grade you're in when you can throw it right.
No, that was Reed McBride, who last week was 10 of 16 for 157 yards. Last week, Montgomery Academy defeated Tallahassee, who we'll see in a few weeks. This ball's going to bounce near the goal line and go in, and the Trojans will take over at their own 20.
Okay, here we go.
At their own 20-yard line. Those of you watching on Facebook, we're doing the best we can with the camera program. You're just going to have to kind of live with what we've got.
Yeah, the road games are slightly disadvantaged.
That's right.
A disadvantage.
And it was hot getting set up out here this afternoon. All right, at quarterback, we expect to see Chase Perry, and he's out there. Starting at running back for St. James should be Pruitt Connor. He's a senior at 6'1", 208. Wide receivers, Tabor Alford across the way. I think St. James has got Jackson Clifford in there in the slot back. Man, Pruitt Connor to the right of the quarterback, Chase Perry.
Yep.
And Montgomery Academy will
Quick
jump
flag.
into the neutral zone. St. James will get a quick 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5.
Flag on the play makes it 1st and 5 for St. James.
All right, it's 1st and 5 for the Trojans. Right here in front of us. Over the football for St. James is C.J. Edwards. We did expect to see J.B. Braswell at center. Perry back to pass, thrown over the middle and caught for first down for the Trojans. That's Chase Perry on a little slant, and that one was caught. Perry had plenty of time to throw there for St. James. Ball out to the 38-yard line. Chase Perry in the gun. A little play action, throwing this one deep for Tabor Alford. If he can get under it, it's going to be 7 for St. James. And it is. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Oh, my goodness. 63 yards, and it's 7-6.
Wow.
Wow is right. Tabor Alford, who set the single season record for the most touchdown catches last season, has the first one of the year.
We knew he had it in him.
Trojans ran 2 plays. Montgomery Academy's run 1.
Great start to this high school matchup.
There's a flag back here.
You are kidding me.
I am not. All the way at the 50-yard line.
I was looking. I did not see any flag. There it is, way far side of the field on the 50-yard line.
They called ineligible receiver downfield for St. James. Well, we practiced getting excited, Brad.
Well, that messes up my stat sheet.
Yeah, and my drive chart too.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so Braylon Corley's wearing 3 tonight, not 20. Is that the story?
Man, I can't even tell what yard line we're on. Can you tell?
We're on the 34.
34.
St. James on its own 34. Again, that touchdown pass called back, and man, was that baby thrown well. First and 15 for St. James. I said 1st and 10, but 1st and 15. Pruitt Connor to the right of the quarterback, Perry. Man in motion across the formation is Mason Craig. Now they'll blow it dead again. St. James delay of game.
It's going to be a delay of game with St. James. Back them up 5.
All right, it's 2nd down. It's 1st and 20. St. James a little slow getting the play called. You know, it was just a minute ago it was 7-6. And now it's 1st and 20. Can't get it. Don't need to try to get it all back at once. Mason Craig in motion across the formation. Snaps a little high. Throwing this one deep down the field, looking for Alford again. He caught it again.
Nice.
Right here in front of us.
Right in front of us.
Right in his hands, Brad.
Man,
wow.
What a throw and catch.
All the way to the Montgomery Academy 35.
All right.
From the 27 after that penalty.
From the 27.
Yeah, after the penalty, the second penalty. All right, the ball at the Montgomery Academy 37. St. James with another first down. That's 2 on this possession. Chase Perry looking left and right. Again, Pruitt Connor to his left. The Trojans have run 3 plays, all 3 of those passes. Throwing the ball again. Zip that baby on the line a little bit. A little confusion between the quarterback and the receiver.
So Braylon Corley is number 3 now?
Corley's wearing 3.
Okay.
Corley's wearing 3. All right, 2nd down and 10. Chase Perry's going to come here. Trojans with the ball on the near hash, and Perry will come this way to get the play from head coach Aubrey Blackwell. St. James thinks it can run outside. We'll see when they elect to run the ball. That's three plays from scrimmage without penalties, and all 3 of those have been run passes. And here's another one. This one's over the head of Mason Craig, and he can't get there.
Pass intended for number 7, Mason Craig.
And it's
Falls
3rd and
incomplete.
10.
In coverage, number 2, DJ Vincent.
3rd
13,
and
Jared
10.
Friendly, and 23, Kingston Nelson.
All right, it's 3rd and 10 for St. James at the Montgomery Academy 37. Big play for the Trojans. All right, out over the football is J.B. Braswell. He is back at center now. Chase Perry in the shotgun. To his right is Pruitt Connor. They're 3 wide receivers to the wide side of the field. They're coming on a blitz on the short side. St. James picks it up. Perry lobs it in the middle of the field, and there's nobody there. And incomplete, and it'll be 4th.
Number 3, Braylon Corley, falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down for St. James.
And I know our friend Jimmy Perry's probably at the lake listening to the game tonight. St. James has snapped it 6 times. Only five of the plays actually counted because the touchdown pass was called back. They snapped it 6 times. All 6 times were passes. And it looks like the Trojans will go for it here.
Yeah, you're in no man's land. We're about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line.
Play clock down at 10. Trojans a little slow getting the play in here on 4th down and 10. Braylon Corley looking at the sidelines, doesn't know what the play is. Back to pass. Rolling is Perry. Stayed on his feet, but he's sacked. And Montgomery Academy is going to have the ball at the 43. He's sacked on 4th down. And Montgomery Academy will take over on their own 43.
2 cars in the parking lot. Please move your cars. It's a gray Toyota.
I have to move to check the time for you, but we will do that. 10:29 to go. That means is we've played less than 2 minutes.
This nice policeman said he will move it for you.
All right, St. James defense. See if we can dig in a little better here on this second possession. Montgomery Academy with great field position after the Trojans go for it on 4th and 10 from the Montgomery Academy 37. Right here in front of us, the quarterback McBride. A little counter, and there's running room. Trojan defense is out leverage holding. This one's coming back.
That was not even hard to see.
No, they got out leverage because the cornerback was held. They'd already moved the chains across the way.
Yeah.
They got to move them back. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
From the line of scrimmage, right?
In high school football, is it from the spot of the foul?
Because the spot of the foul was 10 yards down the field.
Let's see. Where the guys mark it off from. Yeah, it's holding. It's from the spot of the foul, so they get the ball to the 50.
So they held on the play
and
gained 6 yards,
no,
7 yards,
8 yards.
8 yards.
Yep. All right, the ball at midfield.
Yeah,
it's first and 2.
So that's not a bad idea to go downfield and hold, and then you can still get a play, a gain out of it.
All right, St. James defense got to dig in, guys. I'll tell you, we look slow tonight after last Friday night. Look a little slow. Vincent in motion. Look for him. They throw it out here in the slot with running room, but he is brought down by Zakowski. It's going to be a first down, but only a pickup of about 3 to the Trojan 47. Brad, every other year when we come over here, I forget. I have to stand up the whole time.
Yeah.
Can't say a thing if I don't.
Yeah, we're down pretty low. I mean, we're maybe 9 feet, 10 feet off the ground.
And this is a big Montgomery Academy offensive line. 300, 275, 320, 285, and 265. Sprinting to the outside, turned back in nicely by Zakowski. He turned it back in, pickup of about 3 or 4. The running back for Montgomery Academy is Mac Benefield. Zakowski from that outside linebacker or rover spot. They pull the backside guard, Brad. And you know how you remember all that.
Oh, yeah.
That outside man's got to take on the blocker and turn him back in, make the runner cut inside back where there's help. It's 2nd down and 8. Back to pass. is McBride. He'll throw this one over the head and incomplete to Vincent, and it'll be third down. Third down and 8. A big possession play here for Montgomery Academy. 9:05 to go in the first quarter. You're just joining us. Montgomery Academy scored on the first play of the game. Trojans scored on their second play, but it was called back. Offensive play line for St. James, Brad, 5 passes. 1 run, which was a sack.
1 run was a sack.
All right, here we go.
5.
Montgomery Academy. McBride in the gun, rolling to the short side of the field. That pass is tipped and
Good
incomplete.
job. On the tip, big number 62, Charlie Cutler.
Cutler tipped it, and Wills Johnson didn't see it until it was right on him.
Nice.
Almost had a chance to catch that one. Ball at the Trojan 45. We would expect a punt. McBride, the quarterback, is the punter. So I don't think I have to say, let's be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make sure. Tabor offered back to return the punt for the Trojans. And they get in a big spread, and they've got their wide receivers, 2 of them across the way. Keep your eyes open. It's a good snap. That one's booted away. Alford's going to catch it on the run. Sprinting to the sidelines. Alford to the 20, and he'll run out of bounds near the 25. And St. James just got a block in the back after the play was over.
After the play.
Yep. Going to put the
15 yard.
Trojans, instead of having the football near the 30, it's going to be back near the 15. Enough mistakes for the whole game already for St. James.
Yep.
Let's get
so it's 30 yards of penalties.
Yep.
Jeff Corley a little excited.
He signaled that personal foul against Montgomery Academy. And we'll let him mark it off against Montgomery Academy, but I think he gave the signal the wrong direction.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah,
Go the other way, please.
Now St. James offensive tackle Jack Cordero is like, yeah. Move him back.
That way.
Yeah.
So
right,
you're standing up. You're going to have to give me the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Every time.
All right, I'll do it. Now, as you will remember, when we come that into the field, to my right, if you're watching on radio, you can't see I can't see the markers that way either. All right, They finally got this sorted out, and I was right. I saw the play. It is unsportsmanlike conduct on St. James, and that's going to take the football back deep into St. James territory. Brad, it is. It's just
12,
outside
okay.
the 10.
That's helpful.
All right, Trojans with the football.
Okay.
On their own 12. Chase Perry in the gun. Pruitt Connor to his left. 3 wide receivers all over the place for the Trojans. Pruitt Connor. Trojans will run the football a little better than last Friday night. Out near the 20.
Look like a pinball going through the middle there.
Off right guard, picked up about 7. And if he's sitting out on his deck or wherever he is, Coach Jimmy Perry smiled, said, "Run the football."
Good run.
St. James with second down. I think we've given you the starting offensive lineman, but I'll try that again in a second. It's been a little hectic first quarter. Trojans trail 7-0, but with the football near their own 20. Second down and 2. Play clock's at 2. The play clock's at 1. I'm not sure what's going on.
The play clock stuck.
Yeah.
It didn't go to 1. It went from 2 to 0.
Timeout. St.
So
James
we
did
got the
get the timeout called. I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 60. This is St. James football on WRBZ.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Alabama. So now you can get the great service and convenience of State Farm agent Breck Honey at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Breck Honey is ready to help you save, Montgomery. Call my office today at 334-272-8423. That's 272-8423. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discover your stunning new look at Doug's 2 Salon. Find your breathtaking new hairstyle or color with our expert stylists and salon artists, and look absolutely radiant with our extensions, balayage, and keratin treatments. You'll find products from Aveda and Bumble & Bumble, so even when you leave the salon, you keep looking sensational. Call to make your appointment and look and feel amazing today.
Back here at Macklemore Field, Chase Perry again with some confusion offensively out there for St. James. Got the football, though, back to pass. Looking, throws this baby long for Mason Craig, and he can't get there. He just threw that ball down the middle. Big play here for the Trojans. This 3rd and 3. Really need to keep the football. We were talking during the timeout. We are, let's see, it's 7:20, and we've played 4 minutes of game time. If I do that math, we're going to be broadcasting at about 11:30 tonight.
And we've thrown the ball 6 times, and there's been 5 penalties.
Yeah.
So 11 clock stoppages.
Okay, Chase Perry, the ball across the way on the hash mark. Big play for the Trojans. Need to make a first down. Looking across the middle, Perry's going to be sacked.
Big sack by number 4, Braden Gordon, with some help.
And the Trojans will have to punt.
That brings up 4th down for St. James.
See where they'll mark it, Brad. Back at about the 15. Now maybe the 13. Going to give Montgomery Academy very good field position. Back deep to punt it for St. James. That's Dylan Hines. C.J. Edwards will snap it. And I think the Trojans are going to try to kick it away from Vinson. He boots this one high and long, but Vinson's going to take it right at the 50.
Yeah, great tackle.
Almost got away, but nice tackle out there by Zakowski.
Man, he's got sticky hands.
Yeah.
He knows how to tackle. I mean, the guy absolutely can tackle people.
All right, St. James got to play some defense. See where they'll put the ball. Montgomery Academy at their own 48. We'll check the time for you. We were just talking about it. 6:48 to go. We'll get a heat timeout in about 48 seconds. We'll be at the halfway point of the first quarter. Trojans trail 7-0. 3 wide receivers this way for the Eagles. 4 receivers in. They'll run it. What a nice tackle from behind by Will Wright.
Yeah, Will Wright.
Shooting the gap out there. Made a nice stop. That's a second down. Loss of about 2.
Yeah, that's a TFL right there. It's my favorite kind of tackle. Back them up.
All right, right here in front of us. The ball back to the Montgomery Academy 46. Back to pass. No, it's going to run a little draw, and that one stopped very well by C.J. Edwards.
C.J.
Right at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be third and about 12. The ball back to the 46.
C.J.'s second tackle on the night.
He is so quick, man.
And he's like fire plug. I mean, you got to get down low to block that guy.
5'8", 214. I think the 214's right, but I'm 5'8", which is a bit of an exaggeration, by the way.
Maybe 5'6" and 7'8".
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. All right, here we go. Big play for St. James. Ball at the 46 for Montgomery Academy. 3rd down and 13. See if they can put some pressure on the quarterback. They'll throw this one long and caught right near the sidelines. What a beautiful throw. And a first down for Montgomery Academy on 3rd and 13.
Both teams are throwing that route.
Just a deep fade.
Yeah.
That's all the way to the Trojan 25. And it's the heat timeout. We'll take a quick break. Montgomery Academy leads 7-0. This is St. James football on WRBZ.
I'm Cliff Meidel, two-time Olympic athlete in the sport of sprint kayaking. In 1986, my life changed forever when I struck 3 buried high-voltage cables while working on an excavation site. 30,000 volts of electricity blew through my body. I'm lucky to be alive and able to walk again. Accidents like mine can be avoided with a simple call to 811.
Accidents can happen to anyone. Know what's below. Always call 811 before digging. Brought to you by Alabama 811.
If joint pain or an athletic injury has you out of the game, call the Houston Clinic team at 334-245-6605. Doctors Lee Murphy and Derek Wessner are seasoned healthcare providers working to provide high-quality sports medicine care to the athletes of the River Region. Dr. Murphy is an orthopedic surgeon. His clinical focus is on shoulder, elbow, and knee disorders. Dr. Wessner is a veteran and a no-operative sports medicine physician, specializing in the no-operative treatment of all musculoskeletal conditions. Doctors Murphy and Wessner are part of the Houston Clinic on Taylor Road in Montgomery.
All right, Montgomery Academy, first down from the Trojan 25. They'll run this one straight ahead. A little more room, maybe 2 or 3. He was hit by Pruitt Connor and Wills Johnson. Pickup of about a couple. Again, it's hard to see down to our right. You're watching on Facebook. That's Chase Perry, the quarterback, warming up on the sidelines for the Trojans. We'll turn the camera that way, but you really can't see much. It'll be second down and 6. So picked up 4. Again, this quarterback from Montgomery Academy, just fine, thank you, for a 9th grader. All the way across the field, DJ Vincent, and now St. James has got him man-to-man out there. Back to pass is the quarterback, McBride. That one's deep and incomplete.
Charlie Cutler with the pressure there.
Yeah. Cutler got his hands up.
Yeah.
And he's a
and when
big
he gets his hands
guy.
up, that's a big guy. He's 6'5".
Yeah.
So hands up. There's another 2 feet, 3 feet.
and he threw it over him, which put the ball deep and way over the receivers. All right, it's third down and 7. Montgomery Academy has converted 1 third down already on this drive. See if the Trojans can cover the receivers for Montgomery Academy and get them on the ground here. Probably 4-down territory for the Eagles. They've changed the play twice, I think. Now the running back, that's Benefield, is going to take the ball on a little draw. Made a cut, but he's going to be hit short. Nice stop. Is that Pruitt Connor again? I think it is.
Yep.
See where they mark it short of the 20. It's 4th and 4, and I think they'll go for it now. You know, Brad, they ran it on 3rd and 7, which means they're going for it on 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
The ball's just outside the 20. This would be about a 37-yard field goal. Don't think they'll try it here. Montgomery Academy leads 7-0. 4:10 to go in the quarter, and the Eagles with the ball deep in St. James territory, just outside the 20 on 4th and 6. Going for it here. St. James went for it on 4th down on their last possession. Didn't make it. Turned it over. 3 wide receivers across the way on a slant is high and incomplete. St. James should take over here. I'm looking for a flag, and there's not one. So St. James
no flag.
Takes over on downs.
Oh, boy.
Let's see if we can tell exactly where the football is. Nice coverage. They overloaded the wide side of the field, Brad. They got 3 receivers over there. Tried to run a little pick play.
Yeah.
The McBride threw the ball to the spot. The ball is just touching the 20.
At the 20. Okay, we're going to say 20.
Start on their own 20-yard line. He threw it to a spot, and the truth is the pick play slowed up the receiver, and he was a little late getting there. There's nobody out there covering Braylon Corley, and he's like, snap the ball, please.
Snap the ball.
They're out there now. Play clock down to 7 again. The snap's high. This one's thrown on a slant and in and out of the hands.
Yeah.
Nice play. Nice play by Wisenhunt.
Yeah.
Knocked the ball loose. It was intended for Mason Craig. We did get a text from our friend, Coach Jimmy Perry, who said we're right. He is on the deck watching the game on Facebook. All right, it's 2nd and 10. The football just touching the 20-yard line. Play brought in for St. James by Michael Hassel. Little confusion again out there. The Trojans getting out of the
7, 6,
getting out of the
5,
huddle with
call
8
timeout.
seconds to go.
They just got to call timeout. Come on, burn it, Coach. There we go.
St. James call
Good
timeout
job.
again, and that's the second timeout. We'll keep it right here. The Trojans with second down and 10.
There we go.
Let's see, Brad.
We
The
get 3 for a reason.
That's right. St.
That's
James
right.
has thrown 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 passes and have run the ball 3 times, 2 sacks.
Yep.
Now,
2 for 7 for 46 yards. Chase Perry right now missed his last 5 in a row.
Yep.
A couple of those not his fault.
Yeah, we've actually called 1 running play. St. James has run the ball 3 times, but 2 of those sacks.
Yeah.
So 1 running play.
7 pass plays, 2 sacks. So 9 pass plays, 1 run play.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Correct. All right. Trojans with 1 timeout left now. We're still in the first quarter. I remember on nights like this when things were going slow in Atlanta on the Braves broadcast, Skip Carey would say, well, we're just zipping along here at the old ballpark. We've been playing 30 minutes, and there's still 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 3:44, actually. St. James, 2nd and 10. Chase Perry in the gun. Play action again. Looking, throw the ball down the middle for Alford. Can't get there. Just a smidge too long. And it's 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10 for St. James.
If Alford's not tired, I'm tired watching him run. Playing secondary, and we've thrown the ball deep about 5 times. All right, it's 3rd and 10. Alford back to the huddle now, asking for the play. He's got it. He and Mason Craig here to the short side of the field. Trojans with 4 wide receivers. Pruitt Connor in there. Chase Perry straight back. Connor's got it in the flats with running room. Turn on the jet.
There you go.
Got a first down and bumped out of bounds across the way.
About time.
Yeah, that's a nice throw. A good 3rd down completion to Pruitt Connor. Again, we'll see where they mark it.
Brings up St. James, first down.
Short of the 40, I think, Brad. It's going to be easier to see here at about the 38. Montgomery Academy leads, but St. James with the football.
So I'm giving him credit for 18 yards.
That's about right. All right, St. James with the ball on their own 38. Chase Perry stays in the gun. Pruitt Connor to his right. Snaps a little high. Connor, not much running room there.
No. Oh, he's still up.
He did broke a tackle, broke another, maybe a couple. They get him right at the 40. It's 2. Connor going to come over and get a little break.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for St. James.
They're going to not give him anything, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. The play clock is not running, and we're jogging out there getting the play in, I guess because the play clock's not running.
Sitting on 0.
Yeah. Man, we're confused. We don't know where to line up. Good gracious alive.
We don't know.
We don't know. Snap the football. Yeah. Nowhere to run. Grant Phillips dropped in the backfield.
Handoff number 6, Grant Phillips swallowed by number 4.
It's going to be a loss of 3 or 4. See where they mark it. Back near the 36, so a loss of 2. It's 3rd and 12. I don't know if the play clock's broken, but it's not running. St. James with their receivers in there now. Trying to convert a 3rd down again. Threw a little swing pass to Pruitt Connor on 3rd down a couple of plays ago. Ball at the Trojan 36. Chase Perry in the gun. Nice snap. Little play action. Nowhere to go, and he's going to be sacked. He might get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gordon again with the sack.
St. James not slowing up that defensive end for Montgomery Academy. That's 3 times. Graham Martin just not able to give Perry any time to throw the football there. That's a running play, but was a called pass. It's fourth and 14. Trojans make one first down.
For St. James, number 19, Hines.
DJ Vincent's back there. St. James try to boot it away. End over end. It'll hit it about the 30. Take a St. James bounce inside the 30 to about the 27.
Nice.
Montgomery Academy leads 7-0 with a minute to go in the first quarter. They scored on the first play of the game. This will be possession 4 for Montgomery Academy. A touchdown and 2 punts. All right, Montgomery Academy will have the football at the 27 here to our left. Again, the Eagles in all blue, St. James in all white. And by all blue, I mean all blue, including the helmet for the Eagles. Sprinting to the outside, the Trojans have it defended pretty well. Is that running back for Montgomery Academy, Benefield? Who made the tackle?
Braylon Corley on the tackle and a flag on the play.
Started at their 28. With holding on Montgomery Academy. St. James will take that for sure.
Does this one actually help them gain yards or lose yards?
Well, I think the high school rule is if the holding occurs behind the line of scrimmage, you mark it off from the line of scrimmage. If it's past the line of scrimmage, you mark it off from where the foul.
Somebody's got to work on that.
So now it's first and 20. First and 20 for Montgomery Academy. That's the good news. The bad news is they're probably going to try to throw the ball to DJ Vincent or this other big receiver we hadn't even talked about over here, Jarrett Friendly, who's 6'5". They'll sprint it to the short side of the field and Pruitt Connor across the way.
How about that?
Playing a little defense. Drop right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
St. James has got as good a pair of inside linebackers as they've had in a long time.
Yeah, Pruitt Connor tonight, that's his third tackle. You know, he's pushing 6'2", 180. No, I'm sorry. Pruitt, 6'1", 208. That linebacker for the Trojans.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. It's Montgomery Academy 7 and St. James nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is St. James football.
Come back.
I've been an athlete all my life, and unfortunately, I know what it means to be injured. I know the value of having the very best care. This is St. James head coach Aubrey Blackwell. The Trojans rely on Encore Sports Medicine care for our most valuable assets, our student athletes. But you don't have to be an athlete to benefit from their expertise. There are 2 Montgomery area locations, one on the Eastern Boulevard and one in Pike Road. Take it from me. I trust Encore Sports Medicine to take care of our Trojans, and you can trust them too.
A fire can spread through your home or business in less than 2 minutes. That's why it's important to think ahead and have the proper fire protection installed before it's needed. Brendel Sprinkler Company can inspect your current system and help make sure that you have the proper equipment when it's needed. Brendel works in new construction, existing homes, and renovations. They not only want to help extinguish fires, they want to save lives. Since 1960, with over 5,000 successful installations. Find them online at brendelsprinkler.com.
We're back here at McLemore Field. St. James trails Montgomery Academy 7-0. The Eagles scored on the first play of the game, and since then it's been an avalanche of passing and penalties, I think.
Yeah.
All right, it's third down. No, it's second down, Sonny. First play was holding. Now back to pass. It's in and out of the hands of Vincent. You're not going to see that. He dropped the ball.
He dropped that ball. Uncontested, really. Hit
Nobody
him right in the hands.
around him, and he dropped the football. And it's third down now. Stop the clock. Charlie Cutler again with pressure against the Eagles. They're a little slow getting the play in themselves. No play clock. The back judge should give them a signal when they're down to 5 seconds. All right, quarterback McBride in the shotgun. There are 3 wide receivers here to the short side of the field for Montgomery Academy. Back to passes McBride. He'll throw it the other way and knocked away.
Nice.
What a nice play out there for the Trojans by Grant Phillips, who is, okay, well, he jumped and got his hand on the football, okay? Grant Phillips is listed at 5'8".
Yes.
and the receiver friendly is listed at 6'6".
And it was underthrown.
It was
and he had a
underthrown.
chance. Honestly had a chance to intercept it.
This for St. James forces a 3-and-out for Montgomery Academy. Standing on the MA 45 for the Trojans is Tabor Alford. Blocked! The Trojans blocked it. The ball, get on the ball. Touchdown, St. James. The
Touchdown.
punt is blocked. Touchdown, Trojans.
Who got it? Who got that thing?
It was covered. It was covered out there in the end zone by Jacob Cadell, and I think Grant Phillips blocked it, but the Trojans blocked the punt. And Cadell covered it, and it's 7-6, and the Trojans have scored twice already in 2 games on punts by the opponent. It's 7-6. Almost blocked the first punt. 11:39 to go in the quarter. St. James with a chance to tie it here on the extra point by Dylan Hines. And now I think they're going to call the Trojans for delay a game. Illegal participation against Montgomery Academy.
Oh, okay.
Mitchell moved the ball to the 1.5. We'll see. We'll see if St. James will decline and kick the extra point or take it. St. James is going to go for it. They're going to take the penalty and go for 2.
They're going to go heavy. He's just playing the odds.
Yep.
St. James offense coming back on field.
All right, Chase coming back on.
That's-
Dylan.
That's Jacob Cadell, one of those young guys getting some playing time on special teams. Coach talked about that today at breakfast. All right, St. James from the 1.5-yard line will go for 2, trailing 7-6. Chase Perry, hands under center. We fumbled the snap, but he's going to get in anyway, I think.
He got in.
He did.
He got in.
It's good.
The far official.
Chase
There we
Perry
go.
on the 2-point conversion, and the Trojans lead 8-7. Wow, he fumbled the snap. It's the first time the Trojans have been under center all night. He got his hands under center and fumbled it. Blocked that punt off the short side. The coaches talked about that this morning at breakfast. They thought they could block a punt from the right side, and that's exactly where that pressure came by Grant Phillips. Jacob Cadell with obviously his first St. James touchdown. That one's a recovered blocked punt in the end zone, and it's 8-7. We've seen almost everything, Brad, and there's 11 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the half.
I know. Oh, man.
I woke up a little early this morning, which is very unusual for me. I should have gotten that extra hour sleep. And we may be here a while. Trojans will kick off. It is a block punt is very, very demoralizing for the opposition.
Yes. Yep. Jackson Hammett said this morning, he's coaches special teams.
Yep.
He said he felt like we could block a punt.
You remember what Spencer McCracken used to say? The best play for a football team is blocking a punt.
Yep.
It breaks the other team's back. We'll see if that's what happens here. We're ready to boot it away. Dylan Hines. This is another pooch. It's going to hit the ground at about the 20. Bounce toward the sidelines, and the Trojans will miss a tackle down the sidelines and get him out of bounds across the Wisenhunts, returning it for Montgomery Academy. And I'm just going to tell you, on that side of the field, your guess is as good as mine on who makes the tackle and that kind of thing. All right, MA with possession 5.
Be 1st and 10 MA from the 34-yard line.
Possession 4. No, possession 5. Come on, Sonny B. Ball at their own 38. St. James just not willing, 34, Brad, not the 38. Just not willing to kick it deep. A little counter with running room across the ways, Wisenhunt. He's going to get a first down. Pruitt Connor made another tackle, but that's a first down across the 40 to the 45. They're looking at it closely, but I think it's a first down. There's a personal foul, face mask against the Trojans.
Face mask on St. James.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the third penalty, Brian?
That is the fourth penalty on St. James.
That's going to take the football to the Trojan 40. Wow. It's a big play there. A run of 11 and then a 15-yard penalty makes a 26-yard gain. Right here in front of us now. Again, it's that ninth grade quarterback, Reed McBride. He'll hand it off, sprinting to the corner. They sealed it out there in running room again. It's a new running back. That's Kingston Nelson for Montgomery Academy. Connor made another tackle, but he picked up 7.
Yeah, they found something out there. They're getting a hook block. They're getting the outside sealed, and then they're getting a little kick out.
Yep. St. James out there, they're running to their right side, Montgomery Academy is. The ball all the way down to Trojan 34. St. James leads 8-7, but MA threatening. Straight ahead with near a first down. Again, is that running back Nelson. He's a little guy, but quick. Listed at 5'5", 140. Reminds me of a little guy named Ethan Beard, Brad, who we had the pleasure of watching.
Yeah. Ethan was amazing.
It's another first down for Montgomery Academy. The ball's inside the 30. Now they're running the ball. It's 3 straight runs. Sprinting to the outside and broke a tackle, might be gone. Again, that's Nelson. He got hit by Zakowski.
Wow.
That's another first down. Very close if it's not. Going to be just short, a second and a yard.
Second and 1 for the Eagles.
Montgomery Academy just content to run the ball. And you know what I'm thinking, Brad? Look where the safeties are. They're going to throw one over our head here in a second. Second down and short would be just the time to do it. Trojans lead 8-7, but Montgomery Academy driving.
Yep.
Back to pass. Here it comes. Play action into the end zone and over the head of Friendly and incomplete. To walk this way and check the clock, 9:41 to go in the quarter. That pass was incomplete. It's 3rd and a yard. They're in 4-down territory. There's not any question about that. St. James guys, hands on their hips a little bit. Got to dig in here. See if they run to the wide side of the field now. They flip the formation. Quarterback keeps it. Going to run for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Almost a block in the back. McBride on just a real naked bootleg. It's a touchdown run of 19 yards. And it's 13-8. That didn't take long. 6 plays. 9:30 to go in the half. See if Montgomery Academy decides to go for 2. They don't. They get in that funky formation where they sprint. They spread all over the field and see if you line up right. Now they'll kick the extra point. And that's good, I think. I'll look and wait. It is. It's 14-8. We'll be right back. This is St. James football on WRBZ.
Welcome to Flavor Showdown. It's time for the lightning round. A snack that's actually a meal.
Zaxby's Big Zax Snack?
A superhero would have this superpower.
Grilled chicken sandwich vision!
Now your favorite Zaxby's meals are only $5.99. The Big Zax Snack, boneless wings, chicken sandwich, chicken finger sandwich, or the grilled chicken sandwich meal, each served with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce drink.
Zaxby's, friends, family, flavor. Limited time only. Participating locations only.
Want to see your money grow without a whole lot of fuss? Well, you're sure to find some peace of mind at Riverbank and Trust.
This is Polly Hardigree, Montgomery County President at Riverbank and Trust. As your hometown community bank, we are proud to support local high school sports programs, especially St. James Friday Night Lights. Go Trojans! Best wishes on a great season. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back here at McLemore Field, the Trojans defense honestly looked a little tired on that drive. Ball just runs straight at them by Montgomery Academy, and then that little naked bootleg by the quarterback, and there was nobody out there. The old guy from Tuscaloosa would have said he looked like he was out to practice early. It's 14-8. This kicks end over end. It's going to be taken at about the 5 by Tabor Alford. Sprinting outside Alford. Still on his feet across the 30 to about the 32. See exactly where they mark it. Check the time for the start of this drive. 9:22 to go in the first half. You stay with us at halftime for the Trojan Spotlight as we take a look at things going on the campus of St. James School on Vaughn Road. The ball at the 32 for the Trojans. Starters out there in the offensive line, I think. Braswell's at center. Chase Perry in there getting the play in. The guards are Edwards and Steenwinder, and the tackles are Max Ward and Charlie Cutler. Braylon Corley, Tabor Alford wide here to the wide side of the field, right in front of us. Pruitt Connor. Little more running room.
There you go.
Pruitt Connor to the 35, maybe the 36.
Hit by number 5, Knox Wingate.
It's like maybe both teams may settle in and try to run the football a little bit here. I think James get the play in a little quicker maybe. Mason Craig's already out there with it. Right here in front of us, the ball at the 36, right in the middle of the field. This way it's Alford and Mason Craig. St. James with a tight end and a wing back across the way. Sprinting to the outside is Pruitt Connor.
No.
Absolutely blown up. We hadn't blocked 55 all night, I don't think.
No.
Martin, I will.
Lost 6 on that play.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 11. I will tell you, you could tell St. James was pulling the tackle. Charlie Cutler was almost standing up. And the ball was snapped, and about 4 Montgomery Academy guys ran to the wide side of the field. Okay, this is a big play for St. James. The ball at the Trojan 30. St. James trails 15-8. Got to convert this one. Here comes a blitz. A little screen. We'll see if the Trojans got it blocked. They did not. A pickup of about 3. On the short side of the field.
Brings up 4th and long for St. James.
It's 3 and out for the Trojan offense. And here comes the punting team. Reaching a little critical spot here for St. James. Got to play some defense.
Back deep from A, number 2, DJ Benson, Agent 0, David Wisenhunt.
Back to punt for St. James is Dylan Hines. Hines back to punt for the Trojans. Benson's back deep. That was almost blocked. That was St. James got him for roughing the punter, I think. It was a long punt. They're going to drop the return man Wisenhunt near the 40. But there is going to be for roughing the kicker. I think that'll be a first down.
He went for it and missed the ball and got his right knee.
And Dylan Hines very slow
which
to
he's
get
not
up.
happy about.
Dylan Hines very slow to get up.
Well, that'll be 15.
Yeah. Thought you were trying to look at this lineup. 19's Dylan Hines for the Trojans. Let's see. That is a personal foul.
That's going to give St. James a first down at the 48-yard line.
So personal foul on 4th down. Roughing the kicker. All right, St. James with the football all the way out to the 42.
We'll take it.
Yep.
You can see that really good, right? Can't you, son?
Yeah.
Right there.
All right, here we go. Football at the 47. I said the 42. The 47 after that 15-yard penalty. First down for St. James. Oh, the ball almost over the quarterback's head, and he's got nowhere to go.
Nowhere.
Gives ground, and he's sacked all the way back at the 30.
Man.
Wow.
42 all the way back to the
See where they mark it, the 36. No, from the 47 to the 36. I said 42, but corrected myself. So it's now second down and 22 or so. I think James having the hardest time blocking these guys up front. All right, the ball's at the 36. St. James with 4 wide receivers in. Got to slow down these defensive ends for Montgomery Academy. Chase Perry. Chase Perry rolling, giving ground. That ball's tipped in the air. Uh-oh. That's a touchdown, I think. Yeah, it's a touchdown right at the goal line, but he's in. That's an interception return by Jarrett Friendly.
Intercepted by 13, Jarrett Friendly, who takes it to the house.
Friendly with an interception return for a touchdown. Montgomery Academy leads 20-8. 6:27 to go in the half. That one was tipped, and it was tipped near the line of scrimmage, so it was in the air a long time.
Yep.
The officials are talking it over, and I'm not sure what they're talking about. I don't see a flag, Brad.
Yeah, something going on.
Yeah, there is a flag all the way across
all
on the other
way
side.
back over here.
Dead ball. The touchdown's good. Personal foul against Montgomery Academy. It'll be assessed on the kickoff.
It's going to be a touchdown, but then after there's a flag for a sideline warning on MA.
Oh, sideline warning.
Well, I didn't know what that signal was when he put his hands behind his back.
Didn't either. I thought he was at parade rest.
Yeah, what time is it?
For all the military guys out there. He literally did a parade rest.
Yeah. All right, the extra point for Montgomery Academy, the kick by Rob Ashworth. That kick's high and good.
For number 22.
It's 21-8.
MA 21, St. James 8.
We'll be right back. You're listening to St. James Football on WRBZ.
Do you ever see someone with a smile on their face and wonder, what have they been doing? It could be because they just left the offices of Montgomery Dentistry on Woodmere Boulevard. Doctors Anderson, Robertson, and Bootner have over 55 years combined dental experience and are proud to be an active part of the St. James community. Montgomery Dentistry accepts most major dental insurance plans, as well as offering an in-house discounted membership plan for patients without insurance. Montgomery Dentistry on Woodmere Boulevard. Visit them at montgomerydentistry.com.
A Regions checking account can help you take your next step in life by giving you smarter, more convenient ways to manage your money. Open a Regions checking account today and bank safely and securely in a branch, online, on your phone, or with a phone call. You'll also love conveniences like text alerts, Regions mobile deposit, and our new bill pay system. Ready to move your life forward? To open a Regions checking account today, visit a branch or log on to regions.com/open now. Regions Bank. Message and data fees may apply to mobile services. Mobile deposit subject to fees.
Well, the penalty for sideline warning is assessed on the kickoff. So Montgomery Academy will kick off from their own 30. St. James offense needing something to happen positive. Just being real honest about it.
Yep.
Not able to run the football. And this game's hard enough. If you can't run the football, All right, this one's going to be taken at about the 15 by Grant Phillips. Running near the 30. He'll dive forward to about the 32.
Brought down by number 23, Kingston Nelson.
All right, St. James with the ball at their 32. Check the time. 6:21 to go before halftime.
First and 10, St. James from the 33-yard line.
Let me just tell you, this is one of those where you need to be able to run the football and score because you get the ball to start the second half. We're about to start what we talk about the middle quarter, you know?
Yeah, 8 minutes to 8 minutes.
Well, 6 minutes to 6 minutes in high school, 12-minute quarters. You know, this 6 minutes, and then the Trojans get the ball to start the second half. That 6 minutes with this 6 minutes is 12 minutes like a quarter, but this is critical here for St. James. The ball at the 33. This one's out here. Oh, my goodness. Incomplete. He threw it over the head of Mason Craig, who was wide open. I mean, wide open. In fact, he was so wide open that the quarterback hurried it a bit.
Yeah. And that happens.
Yeah. Just like a shortstop. Catch a line drive on one hop and the guy's still in the batter's box. You'd much rather him be 2 steps from first base where you have to fire it without thinking. 2nd down and 10. Pruitt Connor to the right of the quarterback, Chase Perry. St. James needing some yardage and not able to move them.
We're just not blocking.
Hardly at all. No, just kind of, right there. And now there's a flag. Let's see what that's about. Must be on St. James. Pruitt Connor not very happy. He got back to the line of scrimmage. It was going to be 3rd and.
Yeah, Pruitt Connor talking to the white hat.
Dead ball.
It's going to be a personal foul on St. James.
And this is a dead ball, so it's going to be 3rd. It's going to be 3rd and 25. This has not been a very good half of football, just to be honest. And I know this is a St. James broadcast, but it has not been a very good half of football. Ball's at the 19. The line to make is all the way out here at the 43.
You'd think a personal foul, you'd see something.
Yeah.
I don't know that I ever saw anything unless it was just language.
I didn't see anything either, but I will tell you, it very well could have been that. But I was writing on my spotting chart. All right, the Trojans need to bounce out of the huddle a little bit.
Where are we at, the 19-yard line?
The ball's at the 19. The line to makes the 43. So it's 3rd and 25. Chase Perry, back to pass, chased out of the pocket again. Delivers this one. Connor steps out of bounds. It's completed, but it's way, way short. It's going to be 3 and out for the Trojans. The ball at the 25.
4th down for St. James.
That's going to be the heat timeout, I think.
It's going to be a heat timeout for the officials.
We'll be right back. St. James trails 21-8, and they'll be punting when we return. This is St. James football on WRBZ.
Hi, Montgomery County Probate Judge J.C. Love here. I want to wish the St. James Trojans an exciting and successful season. We're cheering for you every step of the way. Go Trojans. And while you're gearing up for the games, don't forget to protect what's important off the field too. Our REACT program helps safeguard your property from fraud and theft. Visit our website or call us today to learn more about REACT and how you can protect your home and investment. Let's have a great football season and a secure future. Go Trojans.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Derek Cunningham of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. I'm glad to see that you are a proud supporter of St. James football, but also remember when you're going out to the football game, make sure you pack a designated driver. Right now during the holiday season and coming up holiday season, we can see a lot of people on the roads and we want you to feel safe. So make sure when you're packing your tailgate supplies that you pack a designated driver.
St. James ready to punt the football, I think. And I think Charlie Cutler will have to kick it. Dylan Hines injured. St. James is a player short out there.
It's like 2 players short. Is that 3 players short?
No.
3 players short.
I think St. James with 12 guys out there now. Massive confusion. And the Trojans had to call timeout. Coming out of the heat timeout.
St. James.
We'll keep it right here, Brad. Go ahead.
Yeah. Coach Blackwell not happy.
Well, let me tell you what it is. Charlie Cutler's on the line on the punt team.
Yes.
Hines is injured, so Cutler was going to punt. He's moved from tackle. There was nobody at his tackle spot. I would say there are 3 or 4 guys standing down here, one of which ought to be the get-back coach who is in charge of telling us when we don't have enough men on the field. Trojans trail 21-8 and about to punt the football away.
Hear me, Mike.
Was looking for Hines on the sidelines. See him. All right, Cutler's going to stand on his 10 to punt this ball away. He's played every play of the first half. Oh, snaps high, but he got it. He'll boot this one away. It's low, end over end. St. James downed it at about the 43, accidentally, honestly.
Grant Phillips, kick by number 62, Charlie Cutler.
Check the time for you. Lean around the corner of the press box, 5:46 to go before halftime. Again, stay with us for the Trojan Spotlight. Montgomery Academy with the ball on the 39. Brad, this is what we would refer to as a critical possession. Got to hold them here.
Really got to step up, and
you get the ball to start the second half. So you got to make a stop here. That's just
challenge yourself and decide you're going to have some guts and play hard right here.
Got to make a stop. Last possession, Montgomery Academy, 6-play drive, five of those run plays. Quarterback's back to pass, hit and sack. Nice play. The first guy to get to him out there for the Trojans was Will Wright. Dropped him.
Nice.
All the way back to the 33, and it'll be second down. He's second and about 15, maybe 16.
So Will Wright has 2 tackles tonight, and both for tackle for loss.
Both sacks.
Yeah, both sacks.
All right, Montgomery Academy with the ball now at the 33. Run that little counter, defended a little better, and St. James missed a tackle. Pruitt Connor got him, but he got the lost yardage back on the sack plus a couple. And it's going to be 3rd and 9. Brad, this is a BIG-PLAY.
Yes, it is.
This is a big play for St. James. The ball at the 40, Montgomery Academy. It's 3rd and 9. The clock is running. Trojans trail 21-8. 4:30 to go before halftime. That 9th grade quarterback, Reed McBride, in the gun, calls for it. They'll just run the counter. Missed a tackle. Dropped him. He's going to be short. It's 4th and about half a yard.
Real close.
Had him in the backfield. Man, that little running back is quick. Mac Benefield, 5'9", 165. He's quick. It's 4th and a yard. See what Coach Ethan McBride elects to do. McBride in his second year here at Montgomery Academy. Took them to the playoffs in 4A last year. Now, please tell me they're not going to measure this after they move the ball. They're talking it over. Not sure why we've stopped. Stop play.
No idea.
All right. Let me tell y'all what's going on. The running back was tackled here outside the numbers. They picked the ball up and threw it to the hash mark, and now they're talking about whether they're going to measure it or not. Well, you've already moved the ball. You can't really measure it.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I'll have to say that, in the Southeastern Conference, this is going to get you written up if you're an official. Yeah. Once you move the ball, then you've got to say it's a first down or it's not.
Yes.
Looks like they're going to measure it. And it's a race between Hal Taylor and Rick Marks. Who's going to win? Oh, Hal's limping.
The PA announcer here at Montgomery Academy is having lots of fun with that. It was 3rd and 9, okay? They got him in the backfield. He gets away, and it's going to be a first down, I think. No, it's going to be the nose of the ball short. Just the nose of the ball. Let's see if they'll go for it here. I would think so. A chance for them to bust this game open at 21-8. 3:54 to go. All right, let's see if St. James can get the football here. Montgomery Academy with the ball just short of the 49. They literally need about 6 inches.
Yeah, watch the ball. Don't give it away to them. Don't give them 5 yards on a jump off sides.
That's right. Very smart.
Everybody keep your eye on the ball.
Right here in front of us.
And just push that man back 2 yards.
St. James linebackers appear to be standing in the gaps here.
And no matter what happens, Tabor Alford is going to cover number 2.
Yeah. All right. In the shotgun is the quarterback, McBride. Calls for it. He keeps it. He's dropped. Short. He's stopped. He's hit there by Steenwinder and C.J. Edwards, and he's going to be short. McBride kept the ball.
Yeah, I think
on a
Steenwinder
little
got
counter. He did. That one, now if they measure from here, at least they haven't moved the ball and says no. St. James holds on 4th down.
That's something to build on right there.
Yep. That might have been the first play of that Steenwinder's played on defense all night. And that was a big one. And the Trojans with the football here.
Made it count.
Again, Bill Parcells would talk about this being the 2-for-1 thing. You've got the ball here with 3:30 to go, and you get the ball to start the second half. Trojans with good field position here at the MA 48. Let's see what St. James can do with it. Confusion in the backfield again. Chase Perry calls for it. Back to pass with time this time. Lost it over the middle and just there. I think there's going to be holding. Wills Johnson might have rolled his ankle a little. Let's see, the flag in the middle. That's got to be pass interference. There's nothing else to be called.
Yeah, I know.
Holding against Montgomery Academy. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and it'll be first down from the 37.
37.
Holding on the Eagles.
38.
It's going to be a first down for St. James.
The safety for Montgomery Academy just grabbed Wills Johnson because he was going to run by him. It would have been an easy touchdown. Pruitt Connor to the left of the quarterback, Perry. St. James calls for it. The quarterback, Pruitt Connor, with some running room.
Well, that was
inside the 35.
That was a gift. We moved, and they didn't call it.
Hit by number 5, Knox Wingate. Pick up about 3 on the play.
Ball at the 35. Second down for the Trojans. We'll keep an eye on the clock for you. St. James trails 21-8. 3 minutes to go, and the clock runs. I really wish they'd get this play clock working. We're honestly deliberative getting out of the huddle, and it is. Charlie Cutler looks to the sidelines, kind of shrugs. You know what's up? All right, here we go. Snap, back to pass. Perry with time, completed over the middle to Tabor Alford. Yes. They'll drop him inside the 20, and that's a first down for St. James. See where they mark it, if I can tell, down to our right, inside the 20, but not to the 15, Brad. About the 17, I would say.
We'll say 17.
18-yard
18-yard pass.
Clock runs. Trojans with the ball right in the middle of the field. Chase Perry in the shotgun. Pruitt Connor to his right. A little confusion again. Leans up and talks to Jackson Clifford and tells him the play. He's got the snap. It's a little high. Play action. over the middle into a crowd, and it's intercepted. Tabor Alford will chase him across the field and knock him out of bounds at the 10. That one was thrown into double coverage.
DJ Vincent at the goal line, and the Montgomery Academy will take over.
Trojans with a chance. That one was thrown into a crowd. 1:56 to go, and MA with the ball at their own 10. All right, defense got to make a stand here. Trojans get the ball to start the second half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Possession 7 for Montgomery Academy. They'll run this one straight ahead. Defended pretty well out there. Steenwinder on the bottom of the
hit by number 57, Will Steinwinder, and a host of Trojans.
Montgomery Academy is going to be content to let the clock run, and St. James doesn't have any timeouts, Brad.
I know.
Now looking at the clock, 1:35 to go. Not sure the Trojans can force a punt here without the clock expiring. Montgomery Academy in no hurry. You stay with us at halftime for the Trojan Spotlight. We'll be back with some halftime analysis as well. Reed McBride, the quarterback for Montgomery Academy. St. James safety in the middle of the field, running right again. Hit right in the hole again. C.J. Edwards, I think.
Number 23, Kingston Nelson.
Yeah, it was Edwards that hit him.
30, Miles Zukowski.
All right, it'll be third down in about 10.
Zukowski's fourth tackle on the night.
Yeah, St. James not able to force them to punt here because they'll let this play clock run down, and then they won't have to snap it again. Just got to get the guy on the ground right here. Don't let them break anything. Back up a little bit. Get to halftime. You get the ball to start the second half. Many mistakes as you made, you're still very, very much in this football game. Montgomery Academy calls timeout with 22 seconds to go rather than take a delay of game penalty. The ball's down inside the 20.
It's going to be 32 with 22 seconds left on the clock.
22 seconds to go. St. James again scored on a block punt. Montgomery Academy. You know, Brad, I changed colors on my scoring play highlighter.
Yeah.
And now I've forgotten to circle the scoring plays.
I've got a few hieroglyphics over here I'm going to have to figure out desperately.
Let's see where the scores are.
At halftime.
13-6. And there's the interception. I'm trying to find the interception. There it is. Okay, so Montgomery Academy scored on a 64-yard touchdown pass to Vinson. A 19-yard run by McBride, who will take a knee to end the half, and a 42-yard interception return by Jarrett Friendly. St. James scored on a block punt. That was recovered in the end zone by Jacob Cadell. You know, that messes me up. You know, I've got St. James, everything that St. James does in blue and everything MA does in red on my spotting chart. But I wrote the MA touchdown in blue because St. James had the ball, and the St. James touchdown in red because MA had the ball. And I'm sure I've lost everybody in radio with that, but I understood exactly what I meant. It's halftime. It's Montgomery Academy 21 and St. James 8. Let's recap it for you very quickly. An hour and 20 minutes ago when the game started, it started real fast. Montgomery Academy scored on the first play of the game, a 64-yard touchdown pass from Reed McBride to DJ Vinson. It was 7-0. St. James had a touchdown call back on their second play that would have tied it after an exchange of punts. St. James actually two exchange of punts and then holding Montgomery Academy on a fourth down. They blocked the punt. Jacob Cadell fell on it. The Trojans went for 2 and led 8-7. And then Montgomery Academy drove 66 yards in 6 plays. Reed McBride on a touchdown run of 19 yards made it 14-8 with 9:30 to go in the half. And then the Trojans would give up a third touchdown, this one on an interception return by Jared Finley, making the score 21-8 with 6:27 to go in the half. The Trojans would get the football deep into Montgomery Academy territory, but there would be an interception by DJ Vincent, and the Eagles would run the clock out. So St. James trails here 21-8, but they get the football to start the second half. We're going to take a break here, and we come back with the Trojan Spotlight. You stay with us, and Brad will finish his stat work, and we'll recap all of that for you and look ahead to the second half after this Trojan Spotlight with a look at activities at St. James. You're listening to St. James Football on WRBZ.
Hi, I'm Shelly Nichols. If you see home ownership in your future, the future is now. Helping people get mortgages is what I do at Cross Country Mortgage. I'll help you find the home financing option that's right for you. Go to my website at ccm.com/Shelly Nichols and follow me on social media. Contact me today at Cross Country Mortgage about a home loan. Equal housing opportunity, subject to credit approval, NMLS 430123, company NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Discover your stunning new look at Doug's 2 Salon. Find your breathtaking new hairstyle or color with our expert stylists and salon artists, and look absolutely radiant with our extensions, balayage, and keratin treatments. You'll find products from Aveda and Bumble & Bumble. So even when you leave the salon, you keep looking sensational. Call to make your appointment and look and feel amazing today.
I'm Cliff Meidel, 2-time Olympic athlete in the sport of sprint kayaking. In 1986, my life changed forever when I struck 3 buried high-voltage cables while working on an excavation site. 30,000 volts of electricity blew through my body. I'm lucky to be alive and able to walk again. Accidents like mine can be avoided with a simple call to 811.
Accidents can happen to anyone. Know what's below. Always call 811 before digging. Brought to you by Alabama 811.
If joint pain or an athletic injury has you out of the game, call the Houston Clinic team at 334-245-6605. Doctors Lee Murphy and Derek Wessner are seasoned healthcare providers working to provide high-quality sports medicine care to the athletes of the River Region. Dr. Murphy is an orthopedic surgeon. His clinical focus is on shoulder, elbow, and knee disorders. Dr. Wessner is a veteran and a no-operative sports medicine physician, specializing in the no-operative treatment of all musculoskeletal conditions. Doctors Murphy and Wessner are part of the Houston Clinic on Taylor Road in Montgomery.
Go, go, go. That's life. And at CB&S Bank, we help you keep up. We're redesigning financial freedom with the most sophisticated digital products. Check balances, pay bills, transfer funds, manage your card, and even deposit checks from wherever you are. Make purchases using your CB&S Bank debit card through your mobile device with Mobile Wallet in participating stores and restaurants. Learn more at cbsbank.com. Charges and fees may apply from your cellular service provider. Contact your service provider for information. Member FDIC.
Adams Drugs is proud to be a sponsor and partner with the St. James Football Program. We have served families of the River Region for over 62 years. At Adams Drugs, we take pride in our excellent customer service and our commitment to the community. We offer wellness screenings, compounding, immunizations, a specialty pharmacy, and delivery service, just to name a few. Let Adams be your pharmacy choice. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net for the location nearest you.
For this week's Trojan Spotlight. We're trying something new today, and for those of you joining us via Facebook Live, hopefully you'll get to see the video interview. But I'm excited to have Miss Allie King with us. Allie is one of our wonderful kindergarten teachers, but she's also a St. James alum and a St. James parent. So we're going to talk to her a little bit about all different aspects of her many roles at St. James. And thanks so much for joining us, Allie.
Thank you. I'm excited.
So, a little background. When did you graduate from St. James?
I graduated, 2012.
Okay.
So hit that 10-year mark not that long ago.
That's awesome. And from there, you went to?
Auburn, War Eagle, and then came right on back home to St. James right after that.
That's awesome. Allie, you started in elementary school as in the science lab, and then after a year, if I remember correctly, you moved over to kindergarten.
Yes, it was exciting. I always wondered, graduating college, where would I end up? It was a lot of, would I be in this city, that city? But my heart felt called to come home. And this was always the dream. I went to school here and this was where I wanted to be. And so Dr. McLemore said that the science lab was open. So I spent a year there. And then Mr. Terry walked in one day and said, would you be interested in kindergarten? And I said, absolutely.
That's awesome. For those of you listening, Allie actually had both of my kids when she was a science lab teacher. She didn't have either of them for kindergarten, but she did have them in the science lab and they loved her. So was so glad they got a year with you there. Okay, so you have been a teacher at St. James for how many years?
Let's see. I think this is either year 8 or 9. We're starting. It's been a minute, but it doesn't feel like that long at all.
That's awesome. And as a teacher, being on the faculty side of it, tell me what it means to be a St. James Trojan.
You have all of these people that I met as like a student here. That's like these champions that you remember. I remember my first grade teacher, Miss Holder, and it's just like these wonderful people. And then when I came to St. James, they were now like my coworkers, and like getting to be a part of that family of people who poured into me so much over the year was kind of humbling. You join this group and this family and everybody around you is 100% and they're excellent all the time. And it just is wonderful to be around people that encourage you to be your best at all the time. And it's neat to, realize, wow, these were people I admired as, a student here. And here I am getting to be alongside some wonderful people that are fantastic people and educators. And it's just wonderful to be a part of the St. James, faculty and staff here. And it's an honor to be around such amazing, amazing people.
That's awesome. And I think you would agree with this statement. We always talk about the Trojan family, but our coworkers, our fellow faculty and staff team members are also some of our closest friends.
Yes, absolutely. You meet and form these relationships from, whether it be meetings or events on campus, that it really is from the moment you step in, either as a student, as a parent, as a faculty member, it's a family. And it's neat to build those relationships because we're all working and striving for a common goal for our students, for our own children. And it's just neat to see how close-knit this, whole community is.
That's right. Yeah, it is awesome. Okay, let's switch to your other role, which Allie is a St. James parent. And to tell us about your family.
Okay, well, we're a crazy crew at the King house. I'm married to my husband, Will. We have 3 kids. Palmer, who is in kindergarten this year. And then we have 2 little boys, Wilson and Davis. Wilson will be joining K3 next year. And then a couple years after that, Davis will join. So it's been awesome to have my child here with me. I remember when Palmer was a baby and everybody says, well, just wait till they're here with you. And, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah. And it is just a world difference having them here with me where I can get little glimpses and get to see St. James through her eyes is really incredible. And so we're just embracing the magical year of kindergarten right now, but she's loved it from the moment she stepped on campus at K3.
Yeah, I remember her first day in K3 and your dad, who's also a St. James alum, came and helped walk her to class. And it was like the 3 generations of Trojans. And it was such a special moment for everybody who got to see it.
Yes, it is a framed picture like in our family. It's really sweet to have the 3 generations from my dad and me and then Palmer. It's a really special occasion and something that we love.
So talk about, now that you are a parent, talk about how you see St. James from that perspective and what's being poured into Palmer.
It's something I could probably get really emotional about if I talked about it for long enough, but I promise I won't cry, or I'll try not to. I talked about when I worked alongside these people, that these are some of the best humans that I've ever met, that they give their all to everyone all the time. And it's amazing to see that as like a coworker. But as a mom, you know, Palmer spent her first years with my mom. So her first real school experience was with Miss Dickens in K3. And I will just never forget that the love that they poured into her from the very beginning to get her to love school started with the people in the preschool pod. And it's so neat to see how on the perfect age appropriate level, they pour in those character, courage, you know, commitment tasks and get to the kids to love this place and to love being here also while learning. And I think one thing Will and I talk about is it's such a relief and it feels so wonderful that she's around people that are encouraging her to be her best self and encouraging what we value at home too, is to be, you know, of good character, to be responsible. And it's so wonderful that it's like we have all of these people pouring into her, from enrichments and her teachers from K3, K4, now Miss Deal in kindergarten, that yes, she's getting prepared academically. Of course, we love that about St. James, but you have people who are really looking at her as a whole child and saying, this is what we want them to leave St. James with. And that's priceless.
Yeah, Dr. McLemore was our guest last week, and he talked, you know, he also has been student, alum, faculty, staff, parent. And he talked about how the academics are so important, but what's in the heart is even more important to us. And I think those of us who are parents, I see it. We see it lived out every single day. We see it, you know, in how our kids come home and they care and love other people and they show kindness and, you know, everything that we hold dear. Learning that here as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, neat. It's really fun to see that it's such a love for this place, because when they love being here as a parent, you don't worry, you know that your child's taken care of, and that's such a wonderful feeling.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about, without going into details about the specifics, but tell us a little bit about your kindergarten class and what y'all focus on in kindergarten.
So we always say kindergarten is the most magical year at St. James, and I will say I am now like completely biased that it is the most magical year because you know, I got to see it as teacher and pour into it. It's such a fun time with senior buddies, and the learning that they do in their kindergarten year is just foundational for their entire school experience. So it's really just this magical light bulbs go off year. But now seeing it as a parent and seeing how confident Palmer is and how excited she is, it really is magical. Like, I hate to say like, I was like, maybe it'll change, but no, it's almost even more magical. But we get to, you know, have fun in the classroom. It's kind of like a foot in little kid world, but like a foot in big school. You know, we definitely challenge them and we meet them where they're at, but it's such a big year for reading and writing and, you know, number sense and math, and it's all of those things, but it's also helping them become good friends and kind to others. And it's such a big year for social emotional learning. And one great thing about kindergarten is senior buddies. So it's fun to match them with buddies and get to see like our St. James family bonds grow even more. So it's just fun. I mean, I tell them all the time, it's like a party in here. We're just learning some things along the way.
It is. And I'll tell you, it is such a magical year. Mine are in 7th and 8th grade now, and there is nothing like kindergarten, but every year gets better because there's just some new monumental discovery, whatever it may be. The first year that mine walked out, you know, and went to middle school on their own, and I wasn't allowed to walk them in, I was like, what in the world?
Yeah. And it's so neat you say that, because as like kindergarten teachers, I'm like, okay, I hope those babies are ready for the next step in first grade. And one great thing is like hearing from the first grade teachers, they're so ready, like they're so ready for the next step. And it's so fun. I heard a parent talking about, you know, that first spelling test, and it was like they felt confident going in because they were ready for that next step. And it's just a more magical feeling each and every year. I know, and it's going to be wonderful to see these kids' journeys.
It is. You talked a little bit about the senior buddy program. Last year, your kindergarten buddy, when you were a senior, graduated, and she was a senior buddy to one of your students.
Yes, and she was in Miss Cap's class, but I like to think that in kindergarten, because we all get to be really close, our classrooms are close together, we get to know each other's kids like really well too. And it was surreal. I just remember being like, there's no way that class is old enough to be seniors in high school and have their own buddies. That's wild to me.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It doesn't say anything about our age because we're getting younger, not older.
Exactly.
Well, you are awesome, and thank you for joining us this week and being my first trial and error on the Zoom. And we want everybody who watches via Facebook, which we have a huge following on Facebook for the football games, to be able to see the conversation live. So really hoping that this works out and it's a trend that we'll be able to follow going forward.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks so much. And we'll kick it back to the radio crew. Go Trojans.
Go Trojans.
A fire can spread through your home or business in less than 2 minutes. That's why it's important to think ahead and have the proper fire protection installed before it's needed. Brendel Sprinkler Company can inspect your current system and help make sure that you have the proper equipment when it's needed. Brendel works in new construction, existing homes, and renovations. They not only want to help extinguish fires, they want to save lives. Since 1960, with over 5,000 successful installations. Find them online at brendelsprinkler.com.
I've been an athlete all my life, and unfortunately, I know what it means to be injured. I know the value of having the very best care. This is St. James head coach Aubrey Blackwell. The Trojans rely on Encore Sports Medicine care for our most valuable assets, our student athletes. But you don't have to be an athlete to benefit from their expertise. There are 2 Montgomery area locations, one on the Eastern Boulevard and one in Pike Road. Take it from me. I trust Encore Sports Medicine to take care of our Trojans, and you can trust them too.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Alabama. So now you can get the great service and convenience of State Farm agent Breck Honey at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Breck Honey is ready to help you save, Montgomery. Call my office today at 334-272-8423. That's 272-8423. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, we're back here at McLemore Field on the campus of Montgomery Academy. St. James trailing 21-8. The Trojans did not go back to the school. The locker room is a long walk, and they're down here to our left, past the end zone. I know that our broadcast partner, Steve Cutler, is going to try to have a word with head coach Aubrey Blackwell before we get going. But, Brad, let's take a quick look at the statistics, and I'll keep my eye open for Steve down to our left.
You got it while we're waiting on Steve Cutler. Rushing tonight, Pruitt Connor, 8 carries, 11 yards. Chase Perry, 3 sacks for -30. Grant Phillips, 1 carry for -2. Then a positive part, Jacob Cadell picked up a block punt, went 2 yards for a touchdown. I'll give him 2 yards rushing right there. 13 carries, -19 yards. Chase Perry, 6 of 14, 90 yards, no touchdown passes and 2 interceptions on the night. Leading receiver, Tabor Alford, 4 receptions for 66 yards. Pruitt Connor, 2 receptions for 24 yards. And Corley and Craig on several targets, but we had no receptions out of them. 27 offensive plays, only 71 yards of offense in the first half.
Well, you know, Brad, it's a similar story than last Friday night. St. James just not able to run the football last Friday night, and so far tonight not able to run the football either. Now, even if you take the sack yardage out, the Trojans with, only 10 or 15 yards rushing, and you're not going to be able to move the football consistently. The defensive line can just lay their ears back and come at you, and you couple the sacks with the penalties, including one that resulted in a 63-yard touchdown being called back. All of that said, it's 21-8.
21-8. You're still in the game. Yeah.
Montgomery Academy has their points on an interception return. We're going to go to Steve Cutler now. He's with head coach Aubrey Blackwell. Steve.
All right, Coach, thanks for talking for a second. I know it's probably one of the longest first halves you ever played, an hour and 18 minutes, I think, of actual time. Yep. But give us your thoughts as you come out of the locker room.
Well, we had a lot of things open there. We're not playing well up front on either side, and we just got to tighten those things up. We told them they were going to come out with a trick play. They did. We missed that assignment. everything that we've done, we've got to get our control back of controlling the game, controlling the tempo, how we want to play it. We're not being physical enough where we need to be physical enough. We're not making the plays we need to make them. And, I just challenge the guys. Look, we just played our worst half of football in here in a long time. But so what? It's over with. Go out and play our best one, and we'll get this football win that we want tonight. But we just got to come together, and we got to find a way. I know it's hot. That's what I told them. I said, it's hot. But, man, right now we got to dig deeper than we've dug before. And, we've got a couple of guys out, but we got to come in. We got to come together and find a way.
Absolutely. Well, the good news is, like you said, it didn't go how you wanted, but you're 2 plays away from tie ball game and taking lead. So
That's
you gotta
right.
have confidence.
Yeah, we're right there. I mean, we've got guys open. We made a couple of mistakes and decisions, but we're right there at it. We just got to make the plays when it matters and be smarter with the football.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach. Go Trojans.
Thank you. Go Trojans.
Steve, absolutely right with Coach Blackwell. Trojans have made enough mistakes in that half for the score to be 35-0.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yeah.
and so what you've got to do is you've almost got to say, okay, if you had told me we're throwing 2 interceptions, one of those is going to be returned for a touchdown. We're going to have a TD callback. We're going to commit 7 or 8 penalties. We're not going to run the football at all, and it's only 21-8. You would say, okay, I'll take that. Let's line it up here and see if we can move the football on the first possession of the second half and see if we can't get ourselves in a position to get this ball game back going. He mentioned a couple of players out. I'm trying to look on the sidelines and see who that is. I think one of those is Dylan Hines, who's got roughed on that punt.
Roughed on the punt,
I was looking for him down to our left. Don't see him, so that may very well. He may be one of those guys unable to go for St. James, and we see C.J. Edwards here in front of us stretching a knee, and if he can't go for St. James, that is a big, big loss.
He's trying to stretch it out right there.
As nails for the Trojans. They've got him stretching. That looks a lot to me like that must be a cramp.
Yeah. You've got a very explosive playmaker in Tabor Alford.
Yep.
I think you got to figure out how to get Tabor and his speed, his athleticism to make a play, create a play, something positive that's going to happen for this team. And I'd love to see Tabor get connected, or Pruitt Connor on some kind of run, but we're just not able to get really anything but between the tackles. It's just not, we're not getting it.
Last Friday night, honestly, it's not a fair fight. This is much fairer. Now, Montgomery Academy's big, but they're not as athletic as the football team we played last Friday night.
And what we don't want to have happen is have one loss turn into 2 losses because of all the carryover, hangover from that physical game last Friday night. Let's go make this half of football right here the best half of football we've played so far in 2024.
That's right. St. James will get the football. They'll go from our left to right, which I think will be there. St. James will be defending the south goal unless I'm turned around here in Montgomery, which is possible. The Eagles will boot it away. Rob Ashworth handles all of the Eagles' place-kicking duties. The quarterback for Montgomery Academy, again, that's Reed McBride. He handles the punting. Deep for St. James, Tabor Alford along with Grant Phillips. We're about ready to get it going here in the second half. The football in the air, and Alford's going to take it near the 10, near the hash mark now. Alford makes a couple of guys miss. He'll go out of bounds at about the 25. There were 4 guys out here trying to be blocked by 1 guy. They kicked the ball here to the numbers and sprinted. Montgomery Academy did toward the numbers and just had St. James outnumbered.
All right,
see
25.
where they mark it at the 25.
It's going to be 1st and 10, St. James from the 25-yard line.
All right, I'll stand up on the seat so I can see.
There you go.
Which causes me to not be able to see the St. James lineup, but by the second game, I ought to have these guys' numbers memorized. Ball's on the near hash mark. Chase Perry is the quarterback. Tabor Alford lined up in the backfield. Let's see if St. James has got a play here. Snaps almost over his head. Alford running on a jet sweep.
Yes.
See if he can turn the corner.
Yes.
He can. Alford nearing a first
Nice.
down. Lowered his shoulder. Picked up about 8. It'll be second
Are they
down.
going to throw a flag on us? Are you kidding me? Tabor got up off the tackle and was tangled up with them.
CJ's cramping out there. All right, let's set it for us. Looks like there are a couple of Montgomery Academy guys cramping as well. CJ tried to go, CJ Edwards, but he is.
Yeah, there's a lot going on the field right now.
All right, where's the flag?
Way on the far side.
Okay. All right, if the play stands, it's a dead ball, personal foul against St. James. Good gracious. Honestly, that was the best running play of these first 6 quarters. And it's essentially going to be nullified. They're called CJ just cramped up to the point that he really can't get on his feet.
No, he can't. And I wish I could see what happened on the tackle over there with Alford. I mean, all I saw was that the guy get up off the guy that tackled him.
Let's give it up for number 56, CJ.
Yeah. Edwards is – that right leg is stiff. And
well, Aubrey's out there asking for an explanation.
You know, and as you know, from experience, if you can remember all those years ago, Brad, once it goes straight like that, once the cramp gets where you can't bend it, you're not going to be able to go.
No.
And he is a big part of the St. James defense. And, you know, instead of 2nd and 1 from the 34, it's going to be 1st and 25.
Can you see where they marked it?
James from the 6th. I'm sorry, 1st and long. St. James.
The ball's at the 15. The ball's at the
15,
and you'll need to get to the 35. So it's literally – that's right. It was a dead ball call, so it's 2nd down.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, why that wasn't marked off from the spot of the foul. But at any rate, Trojans desperately need to find a way to convert here. That pass is underthrown and incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete to number 7, Mason.
Kind of hurried a little bit there. 30, Wills Johnson cramping up for St. James too.
Number 8, Aaron Aronoff.
All right, it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd and long for St. James.
Montgomery Academy makes 3 substitutions by bringing in guys to rush the passer, including Braden Gordon, who's an edge rusher. All right, it's 3rd down and 20. Chase Perry in the gun. Back to pass, chased out of the pocket, has time, throws it over the middle. It's caught. No, in and out of the hands. A nice defensive play by Reed McBride. The quarterback was out there playing in the secondary. St. James will have to boot it away deep in their own territory. Don't like how that one started.
Back deep for MA, number 2, DJ Vincent.
Again, Charlie Cutler will have to boot the ball away for the Trojans. Dylan Hines unable to go after a roughing the punter penalty. All right, Trojans shift a man in to make sure an extra rusher is blocked. Snaps low. Cutler bobbles it, but got it away. It's a low line drive. Bounces near the 50. Montgomery Academy returners get away from it, and that turned out just fine.
By number 6, Grant Phillips. It'll be 1st and 10, MA.
Nice punt. Oh, we got somebody else down. Man.
Cutler cramped up too.
Take over on the 42-yard line.
Tell you what, I think it's going to take a minute to get Cutler up. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back. We'll be back in 60 seconds. We'll be back in 60. This is St. James football on WRBZ.
Gulf States Distributing has served the law enforcement, military, and first responder equipment needs for over 40 years. Along with their 100-plus product lines of law enforcement equipment and apparel, they have one of the largest ammunition inventories in the Southeast. Gulf State's well-stocked showroom and friendly staff reflect a hometown atmosphere. Visit them today at 6000 East Shirley Lane. Gulf States Distributing's mission is to provide quality products at competitive prices with exceptional service. At TW Orthodontics, we go above and beyond in caring for the needs of our patients by offering a wide array of affordable treatments that deliver beautiful smiles. Using the most effective and efficient treatment methods, such as Invisalign and braces, our orthodontic specialists are eager to help you achieve the smile you deserve. When you come to our office, you're not just a patient, you're family. 4635 Woodmere Boulevard in Montgomery, twortho.com.
First down, Montgomery Academy will run a screen. It's defended well over there. St. James is going to be called for a face mask.
Yep. Flag on the play.
Started at the Montgomery Academy 40.
It's going to be a face mask on St. James.
It's going to be a face mask. The Trojans now with 2 15-yard penalties in 4 plays. It's going to take the football all the way to the St. James 40.
1st and 10, MA from the 40-yard line.
All right, quarterback from Montgomery Academy is Reed McBride. He's in the shotgun. Going to call for it, and they'll run straight ahead. Defended well. Tackle missed by one of the defensive linemen for St. James, but
hit by number 7.
Going to be a pickup of about 3.
Number 55, Will Wright. Gain of 5.
Wright made the stop. The ball to the Trojan 36. The line to make is the Trojan 30. Pickup of about 4. We're early here to start the second half. St. James trails 21-8. Running it off right guard again. Tackle broken near first down.
Nice run up
Wills Johnson cleaned up, but Minifield running off right guard. 2 running backs from Montgomery Academy. Together, they're not as big as a minute, but, man, they're quick. Good cutting right at the hole. Third and about 1. 21-8, Montgomery Academy with the ball driving. Benefield in the pistol behind McMillan now. St. James coming on a blitz. He's hitting the backfield, but he's going to fall forward for the first down.
Mac Benefield brought down by a host of Trojans.
St. James, another player slow to get up.
For the Montgomery Academy, first down.
Will Wright slow to get up out there. Ball at the St. James 29. 1st and 10, Montgomery Academy. 4 runs, Brad. There's a play-action pass coming. Quarterback kept
Quarterback on that time.
Yeah, a little same play that he scored the touchdown on. Picked up about 4.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 8.
Will Wright made another tackle, I think, along with Braswell. All right, second down and 8. Montgomery Academy with the ball at the Trojan 27. Handed off again off right tackle. Going to be near a first down.
Nice run by number 3.
That's Benefield.
Brought down by number 16, Pruitt Connor.
See where they mark him. Going to be very close to a first down. It's 3rd and maybe a yard. They look it over, and they're going to call it a first down.
For another Montgomery Academy first down.
6 runs, 3 first downs. All right. 1st and 10 at the Trojan 20. Again, sprinting outside, a little better defense there.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
Benefield with the ball.
Grant Phillips, great tackle right there.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 9 for the Eagles.
Wills Johnson still, he's fighting a cramp as well. See where they mark the ball inside the 20 at the 18. A pickup of only 1. 2nd down and 9. They're in 4-down territory here. Trojans got to make a play and get them behind the sticks. Montgomery Academy in no hurry. 7:54 and the clock runs here in the quarter. McBride handing it off again to Benefield. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage that time. That's Cutler who got him.
How about that? Max Ward.
Oh, Max Ward is
64.
64, not 62.
Max Ward,
Yeah.
Nice play.
Boy, he popped him.
39 for the Eagles.
All right, this is a big play here. Yeah, again, 4-down territory, Brad. You can run the ball here and try to get 4 or 5 and get it to 4th and 3.
Where's number 2? I don't see him.
Across the way by himself.
Okay.
Man to man up there.
There it is.
Quarterback. No, he tried to
sack.
throw the
Get the
ball. He's
sack.
going to get away. Sprinting to the sidelines. That's holding. Not called, I don't think.
Nice
Looking
play
for the
fake
flag.
by
What a
McBride.
play by the quarterback.
Run out of bounds
McBride.
by
He's
4,
going to
Wills
run
Johnson.
all the way to a first down inside the 10. Had him in the backfield, got away, a little pump fake, and ducked under the defender and then sprinted across the way. Thought there might be a holding call, but there wasn't. So it's 4th and 1. I called a
4th
first
and
down.
1. Yeah.
He's about a yard short. 4th and 1.
Stand tall.
The ball
Let's go,
at the 10.
guys.
Need to get it inside the 10, but not all the way to the 9. Again, Montgomery Academy in no big hurry here. The ball on the near sideline. McBride out of the gun. He's going to keep it, dump it out here. It's completed in the flats. A sprint to the pylon, and that's a touchdown. Wow, what a nice call. They faked the play. They've run about 4 times, and that's a 10-yard pass. And that one's to Gordon. He's 6'4". And it's 27-8. 6:57 to go in the quarter. That's a 10-play drive, 57 yards. After St. James went 3 and out. The extra points, a line drive like me on the golf course, but it is good. We'll be right back. Montgomery Academy 28, St. James 8. We'll be back.
When you speak with patients at Just for Grins Orthodontics, you hear things like, the staff is great. My daughter's teeth look perfect. I've been using them for over 2 years, and my service has been nothing short of amazing. Or, my teeth have always made me a little self-conscious. Just for Grins fixed that, and not only do my teeth look great, they make me feel great. If you or your family need braces or Invisalign in a lively environment using the latest technologies with over 3 decades of experience, let's make the smile of your dreams a reality. Visit justforgrinsortho.com.
Confidence, experience, credibility. When your family is at stake, you need an attorney who's built a reputation on these 3 words. KD Steenwinder. Whether it's divorce, custody, adoptions, or child support, KD Steenwinder. Serving clients from Prattville and Wetumpka to Montgomery and Elba, KD Steenwinder has developed her reputation with credibility, experience, and confidence. Call the law office of KD Steenwinder in Montgomery, 262-2844. When your family is at stake, KD Steenwinder. No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Montgomery Academy, after St. James went 3 and out, really a hitting late penalty, set St. James behind the sticks, and then on first down, after they punted it away, Montgomery Academy stopped for about a 1-yard gain, and the Trojans got a face mask penalty. And just like that, it's 28-8. St. James dug itself a big hole here. See if the Trojans can turn it around. Tabor offered it to 5, sprinting to the middle of the field, all the way across.
Turn
the
the corner.
30. Flag out there for holding, I think. It's going to be about at the 10th penalty, probably.
8.
I thought, didn't we have 7 or 8 at halftime?
We had 5 at halftime.
It's going to be a block in the back on St. James. Going to push him back.
All right, they're going to mark St. James all the way back near their 10 again. Negated a pretty nice return, but yeah, the ball's at the Trojan 20, not at the 10.
1st and 10, St. James from the 19-yard line.
Check the time. 6:50 to go in the quarter. St. James desperately in search of how to run the football. Chase Perry jogging in with the play. Down below is C.J. Edwards, still trying to stretch, still trying to figure out how to get in the ball game. 3 wide receivers this way for the Trojans. Pruitt Connor to the right of the quarterback. Takes the snap, rolling to the right here, looking, throws that one. Diving catch made out here.
Complete to number 7, Mason Craig.
Mason Craig.
First out of bounds by number 3, Matt Benefield.
See where they mark it. The 26.
5 on the play brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down.
25-yard line.
Yeah, 26 actually. On the 26. Let's see. That'll be the heat timeout.
Timeout on the field.
We'll keep it right here. St. James trailing 28-8. That was a nice throw, thrown to a spot.
Who was a receiver? I couldn't
Mason
tell.
Craig.
Mason Craig. His first reception on the night for 7 yards. He's been targeted 5 times, so glad he was able to pull one in right there.
Well, we'll talk about the middle quarter that we were discussing in the first half. The last 6 minutes of the first half, Trojans had a chance to score through an interception inside the red zone.
Yep.
Cost you a touchdown. You come out of the locker room, go 3 and out, really hitting late, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty causes you to go 3 and out. Montgomery Academy scores. So in that 6 minutes, the game goes from 21-8 with you with a chance to drive in and score and make it 21-15 and then get the ball to start the second half. It flips and now it's 28-8.
Yeah, just a tough 12 minutes right there.
Yep.
Not a lot of breaks going the Trojans' way tonight.
A lot of time to play, though. A lot of time to play.
And let's find something positive right here.
18 minutes of game time. All right, St. James with the ball here on the near hash. Chase Perry in the gun. Pruitt Connor behind him. He'll hand it off to Connor. Sprinting to the outside. Made a cut. Got a first down. Pruitt Connor out to the 40.
How about that?
And that's the best. That's the best running play of the Trojans for the season, honestly. Wills Johnson, slow to get up. I think he hit his it's like he hit his shoulder. They'll mark it at the 40. They're telling him to get out. He doesn't want to, but he'll come this way.
That's a 15-yard run.
Yeah, he's got some kind of
was
brace on his.
Was that Connor on the run?
Yes, Pruitt Connor.
That's great.
All right, the ball at the 41. First down, St. James. Trojans now with 3 wide receivers, one of which looks here to the sidelines, unsure what to play it. Rolling this way is Perry. Fires it.
There you go.
Zip that ball.
How about that?
By Tabor Alford.
Yep.
Cross midfield.
41 to 49, yeah.
It's going to be a first down for St. James.
10 yards.
Right here in front of us. We sit kind of low in the stands at Montgomery Academy. If you're on Facebook, you can tell. I continue to walk up and down the bleachers, turning the camera a little bit.
I know. I'm trying to.
So you can see. Not really able to. All right. Ball at the 49. Perry's in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers across the way, but Pruitt Connor will sprint to the corner again. He'll be caught from behind. We missed that reach block from behind, and now he's Pruitt Connor's cramping.
Yep.
It's as much like last Friday night. And we got in the fourth quarter. And I'll say this: it's a lot stickier than it was last Friday night.
A lot.
We're going to take a break here. We'll keep it.
MA's got a guy down over there too stretching, so it's both teams.
Cramp City.
Yeah.
Give us a chance for me to run through real quick. We'll begin region play next Friday night. St. James will take on Bullitt County to start Region 3 of Class 4A, and there are a bunch of teams in the region that'll be new for St. James to play. Bullitt County certainly is familiar, but Cleburne County up in North Alabama. Hanley, we've played the last 2 years in non-region games, but that'll be in region game. Munford, Talladega, and Tallahassee, along with Booker T. Washington. So a challenge for Trojans when region play starts next week. Chase Perry, play action, back to pass. He has time. Looking. He got hit as he threw, and that was. But that's going to be holding out there.
Yep.
That's going to be holding, and he got hit.
So in high school football versus college football,
yes, sir.
If you even touch that quarterback's head in college football, you will get a 15-yard penalty. And he just got a little pee.
He just knocked his helmet off.
Yeah.
And that's not a penalty in high school.
And
but that is going to be holding against Montgomery Academy, and that'll be a first down for St. James. Trojans absolutely must put this ball in the end zone.
In the college games, I just cringe. I play defensive line, and you see these guys coming in, they're getting their hands up to block the ball or, to block the pass. And if they come down and hit that quarterback on the head, it's kind of, I don't know. It's hard to take as a defensive guy.
Michael Hassel, a sophomore in at wide receiver for St. James. Trojans playing a bunch of new folks out there.
Can you tell where we are?
Cramping up the ball. Yeah, the ball's on the 36. First down. Trojans started on their 20. 4:37 to go, trailing 28-8, but the ball on the Montgomery Academy side of the field again. Just got to protect the football down here. Got to take what the defense will give you and protect it. Chase Perry on play action down the middle for Wills Johnson. In and out, and he cramped again.
Number 4, Wills Johnson, broke up by number 7, Biscuit Lester.
Man, guys just playing their hearts out, but the cramps are just. Second down and 10 for the Trojans. It stops the clock here in the third quarter with 4:31 to go. So plenty of time. Just got to get moving. Got to convert this one into points. Chase Perry in the gun. Pruitt Connor still back there with him. To his right. Wide receivers this way are Alford and Mason Craig on the blitz. Here comes Montgomery Academy, and he'll be pulled down all the way at the 50.
Just got beat.
Yeah. Gordon, who caught the touchdown pass on the last drive, a wide receiver playing defensive end, just too quick for St. James tackles, and that's we saw that last year against Hanley. They on passing downs, they'd put their wide receivers at defensive end and just run around the tackles.
Yeah,
just what we saw there. All right, it's 3rd and 20 or so. St. James will need to get to the 25.
And we're at the 48.
48.
Wow.
All right, a lot of white jerseys out there for the Trojans. Perry, here they come again. Throw it on a little slip screen to Pruitt Connor. He broke a tackle. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Very close to hitting late. Connor not happy about it either, trying to get up. See where they mark it across the way. Getting a little chippy out there.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to get up off the tackle, and our guys trying to get up and run back to the huddle, and they're getting tangled up. It happened back here, and they threw a flag on us last time because they're getting tangled up.
All right, it's 4th and about 14. I tell you what.
Tell that line of scrimmage right there.
They're going to take a timeout. We'll take it with you. We'll be back in 60 seconds with a 4th down play for St. James. This is Trojan football.
If you're looking for commercial real estate, Moore Company Realty is your go-to choice. The experienced team has a deep understanding of local markets and can help you find the perfect commercial property for sale or lease. They also offer comprehensive commercial property management services to ensure your investment is well taken care of. Their expertise and dedication to client satisfaction has allowed them to thrive for over 130 years. Find out more at moorecompanyrealty.com.
Has an accident cramped your style? At Montgomery Paint and Body, we turn uh-oh into wow. Whether it's a tiny fender bender or total body repair, we'll have your ride looking stunning, maybe even better than before. When life throws a collision your way, count on us to smooth out the stress. We don't just fix cars. We treat every customer like family, because that's what the Turners are all about. From little fender benders to total body repair, visit Montgomery Paint and Body, East Shirley Lane on the East Boulevard, or call 27-REC. At Montgomery Paint and Body, your vehicle will be as good as new, maybe better.
All right, the Trojans will go for it on 4th and 12. Here comes an all-out blitz. Perry's going to roll to the right and avoid it for a second. Got to get the ball off, and it's bounced in front of the receiver and incomplete. Wouldn't have been enough for the first down anyway. And that one goes over on downs because of a big sack on first down. Montgomery Academy will get the football back. Let's see where they'll mark it. At the 37. All right, checking the time for you. 2:28 to go. I say checking the time because I have to walk down a row and around the corner and lean kind of around the corner of the press box. All right, Trojans got to make a stop. It's 28-8. Montgomery Academy leads. James had real trouble on offense. Sprinting to the outside is that running back Benefield. A nice play out there. Miles Zakowski.
Gain of 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for MA.
Got the ball to the 40. No, they're just nothing fancy. Nothing fancy on that last possession.
They're just going to run the clock.
They ran the ball 9 straight times and then threw it on 4th and on 1st and goal from the 10 for the touchdown.
Yeah, they're going to make us stop the run. They're just going to keep running it.
That's right. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Change running backs. Kingston Nelson. Again, we don't know how much time's on the play clock. It's not functioning. Can't be much. All right, rolling this Rice McBride. Looking, completed for a first down, I think. Very close. It is.
By number 23, Kingston Nelson.
Out of the backfield, Nelson caught it for a first down.
From Montgomery Academy, first down.
All right, the ball just short of the 50, I think. Yep, 49 here right in front of us. Actually, the ball at the 48, Brad. Montgomery Academy, no hurry. Benson's still in the game here, keeping our eye on him. They'll run it straight ahead. A tackle missed in the backfield.
Nice by Matt Benefield to gain a couple yards.
Benefield got it across the 50 to the 49. That's going to be a gain of 3. Wills Johnson cleaned it up. St. James missed a tackle in the backfield. Across the 50 to the Trojans 49. 28-8. Trojans need the football back. Need the football back. Montgomery Academy in all blue just stands and looks to the sidelines. Big wide stripe on their pants and the word Eagle in red with the big wide white stripe. Blue helmet. McBride will roll to the right here, looking for Benson and incomplete.
Pass McBride falls incomplete to number 2, DJ Benson.
Third down.
Coverage. Number 3, Braylon Corley.
Third down and 7.
Sure his dad said, great
Did I just feel the wind blow?
You did feel the wind blow. We can hear it in your microphone.
That was nice.
All right, the ball's at the 49. It's third down. You want to wager on what's going to happen, Brad?
They're going to throw the ball.
Oh, no, they're not.
Oh, they're not. You don't think so?
They're gonna run that little naked bootleg with the quarterback.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
I'll put the ball in the air.
Nope. Pass.
Looking, fires it. Completed for the first down.
Guess who?
Yep, Benson.
DJ Benson.
Just not.
He's cramping up.
Yeah, he is. Not any pressure on him.
Mason Craig and number 3, Braylon Corley.
Not any pressure on him. Vincent's cramping.
Yep.
Not exactly sure what we need to do to reduce the cramping. But if you're listening and have suggestions, we'll take them. Because it was a big problem last Friday night.
I bet there's some medical doctors that have some ideas. It may not be allowed.
That's right. Well, it's not allowed. You know, until this year, you could take IVs at halftime, which helped. You know, there's some dangers to that. And the High School Athletic Association decided, cramping's better than some of the things that can go wrong. And, it's hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
Vincent's still out there on the field. Again, next Friday night, we'll join you at 6:15 from Carlisle Field. We'll begin region play. It'll be St. James against Bullock County. Bullock County won last night at Crampton Bowl against Park Crossing 7-0. I watched that game during my lunch today, or watched the tape of the game, Brad.
Yeah.
You just think it's been sloppy here tonight. That's all I'm saying.
A little sloppy, huh?
It was 7-0.
The whole game was 7-0?
Yeah, I think there were more turnovers than points. But don't hold me to that.
So there were 8 turnovers possibly?
I'm just saying.
Maybe.
I'm just saying. I've already said more than I should say. All right, the ball's at the 39. It's first down because it's 28-8 here. Montgomery Academy with the football. That quarterback who's not played like a ninth grader, he is very, very good. He's going to keep it. Now he runs the naked bootleg. And if somebody doesn't make a play, he's going to run out of the end of the stadium. He's caught from behind.
Really proud of 57. He got in his back pocket and ran. Will Steenwinder
ran
with him the whole way down the field.
Got his hands on him, pulled him down. But it's a first down to the 19. So my naked boot was one play late. Truth is, we hadn't defended that very well at all. I think that's going to be the end of the quarter, and it is. At the end of 3, Montgomery Academy 28, St. James 8. We'll be back in 60. This is St. James football on WRBZ.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Alabama. So now you can get the great service and convenience of State Farm agent Breck Honey at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Breck Honey is ready to help you save, Montgomery. Call my office today at 334-272-8423. That's 272-8423. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I've been an athlete all my life, and unfortunately, I know what it means to be injured. I know the value of having the very best care. This is St. James head coach Aubrey Blackwell. The Trojans rely on Encore Sports Medicine care for our most valuable assets, our student athletes. But you don't have to be an athlete to benefit from their expertise. There are 2 Montgomery area locations, one on the Eastern Boulevard and one in Pike Road. Take it from me. I trust Encore Sports Medicine to take care of our Trojans, and you can trust them too.
Brad, we normally play basket case between the third and fourth quarters. I forgot to get that worked out today. There's a whole lot more to this broadcasting. All the folks at home going,
You're in
trouble.
What?
I ought to broadcast high school football. Well, first of all, there's a whole lot more to it than you think it is. And I forgot to queue up basket case.
Yeah.
Which is the only reason I'm broadcasting. Is
it's just to hear that between the third and the fourth quarter.
I did listen to my 3 football songs this morning on the way to work after breakfast, and I'm going to ask you if you remember what they are in a minute. So
don't do that to me.
Get to work. It's 1st and 10 for Montgomery Academy. A little slant, completed probably for a touchdown. Yeah. It is.
To Gordon for Montgomery Academy. Touchdown.
To Gordon for a touchdown. I'm going to say 19 yards. And it's 34-8. That's 62 yards in 7 plays. Rob Ashworth will attempt the extra point for Montgomery Academy. It's good. It's 35-8. they scored on the first play of the fourth quarter, 11:52.
You know, one thing we haven't done tonight
Let's check the
is,
geo map, right?
Yeah. Terry, send us the geo map, and then let me update everybody on some scores real quick.
Okay.
Alabama Christian Academy 7, Goshen 30. Let's see, Sardis 14, Claiborne County 0, Handley 34, Dadeville 8. No score on that game. Tallahassee 14, Elmore County 14. Reeltown, okay, this is a third quarter score. Reeltown 7, Trinity 3. Interesting. Lincoln 0, Munford 7. Talladega 20, Childersburg 3. Do I have Talladega in there because they're in our region
Talladega's
this year?
in our region.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. What did you just call out? Munford, you had a Munford score there in our region. Cleveland County's in our region. Yep. All right, Trojans trail 35-8.
Oh, Terry just gave me an update. The Tallahassee Elmore County ended in a 14-14 tie. The stadium was cleared with 2:25 to go in the third quarter.
Well, they are cross-county rivals. St. James is going to run a little reverse, and Tabor Alford down the sidelines needs a block,
and
he got one in the back.
Yep, I saw it.
I'm telling you, man, the penalties. And that was absolutely correct. Right out in the open. Just can't block the guy when you can see the back of his jersey.
Yep.
At every level of football, YMCA, middle school, flag football.
Can't do it.
JV. Hey, even in the National Football League. All right, the Trojans are going to start on their own 15.
That is our 9th
First and 10, St. James from the 15
penalty.
line.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 have been 15-yard penalties.
Yeah. That's a bunch.
That's got to come to an
That's
end.
105 yards in penalties.
Yep.
Just on those 7. All right. Chase Perry's in the gun to his right. Here they come on a blitz again. He fires this one behind the receiver.
Pass incomplete. In coverage, number 0, Wisenhunt, 13, Friendly, 5, Knox Wingate.
Pass is incomplete behind the receiver on a little slant. Stop the clock. Braylon Corley brings the play in. I don't know why he changed numbers.
3's a cool number.
Yeah, 3's a cool number. He's been 20 forever. Blew the whistle. The ball was snapped. Let's see. Trojans snapped the ball. Not sure what we call. I can't see the white hat, but I think they're going to mark it off 5 yards against Montgomery Academy. So it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Okay.
Looks like it was a flag on MA. It's going to push it forward. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for St. James.
All right, the ball just short of the 20, 2nd and 5 for the Trojans. We're early in the fourth quarter. You're just joining us. Montgomery Academy leads 35-8. Trojans continue to struggle to run the football tonight. Braylon Corley this way, across the way, Mason Craig, Tabor Alford. Rolling this way is the quarterback, who the ball is knocked down.
55, Graham Martin. There is another flag on the ball.
Not sure what that is. I think St. James is not happy, so I think I know what that means. Dead ball, personal foul against the Trojans.
It's going to be a dead ball, personal foul. St. James is going to back them up.
That'll be a 15-yarder against St. James to take the ball back near the 10. It's a dead ball, so it's third down.
It's going to be third and about 15 for St. James from the 10-yard line.
Ball just touching the 10. The line to make is the 26. We're early in the fourth quarter. Chase Perry in the shotgun, as he's been all night. He's taking one snap under center. Montgomery Academy calls timeout. Not exactly sure why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's why. Only 10 men on the field.
Missing a foul.
We'll stay with you. So you said the Tallahassee game was stopped in the third quarter.
I'm going to guess I know what happened.
I'm gonna guess you're right. And we go there. St. James goes to Tallahassee. All right, so Brad, remember I asked you a few minutes ago. I said, last Friday morning, I got up in Orange Beach and had staff with me riding back after our convention of what I do during the day.
Yeah.
And so I was not able to play my 3 Friday football morning songs. And we've talked about this 3 or 4 times. There are people, on Facebook who can probably say
your
what
wife
the 3 songs are. No, she's not ever with me in the mornings on Friday. I'm not sure she can answer either, but they're listening in Tuscaloosa.
Red Solo Cup by Keith Urban. No, not Keith Urban. Toby Keith.
That doesn't even deserve an answer. We've talked about this before.
Oh,
I want you to concentrate because you can, one of them should be easy. We've already talked about it.
Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
It's a 15-yard penalty on you, Brad. All right, it's third and 15. Let's see if we can give quarterback some time to throw. Here they come rushing again. He'll dump it out here.
Nice.
It's a nice catch by Mason Craig, but he's going to be short, and it's going to be fourth down. Okay. He got that ball from the 10 to about the 20, so it's about a 10-yard catch. It's going to be fourth and 7.
Mason Craig.
Okay. One of them's basket case.
Yeah, I know.
We've talked about that before. You just didn't want to say that one because it was too easy.
Too obvious.
So, a basket case.
Yep.
Dixieland Delight.
Dixieland Delight. And Sweet Home?
No.
That was a good guess.
It was
Sweet
a
Home.
very good
That's
guess.
a very good guess.
All right, the Trojans are going for it here on fourth down. The ball at the 20. It's about 4th and 5. See if we can give him time to throw. Perry hit from behind, and the ball is almost caught on a tip by Tabor Alford, but it's incomplete.
By number 55, Graham Martin.
And Montgomery Academy will take over on downs. Okay. Basket case.
Basket case.
Dixieland Delight.
Dixieland Delight.
And all I do is win.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Yep. We're going to ask you again sometime during the season.
All right. I concentrated this time.
You got it?
Yeah.
All I do is win first.
All I do is win.
Dixieland
Dixieland
Delight.
Delight.
And then the $1 Million Band
case.
playing basket case. You can
Yep.
find it on YouTube from the Philadelphia Spectrum.
Nice.
Okay. Back to football. Montgomery Academy with the ball on the 20.
Why did they record it as a Spectrum? Who knows?
You got me. All right. There's a flag. I think Montgomery Academy
how many
moved.
All right, well, that's penalty number 18 on the night.
Holy cow.
18 penalties.
How many on who?
We've had 10.
Who?
They have had 8.
Wow.
We've lost 135 yards. They've lost 65 yards.
All right, St. James with several of their backups in there, especially in the defensive line. Montgomery Academy with the ball at the 25. Hand it off, running toward the sideline.
Nice tackle. Who was that?
Tackle across the way by Pruitt Connor.
Woo. Man, Pruitt Connor. That is a textbook. That's the way a linebacker tackles.
Yep.
Right there.
10:25 to go.
That's his 8th tackle on the night for Pruitt. Senior.
He's played a good football game at linebacker.
Yep. He's had
see if his buddy Wills Johnson, if he's out there. I think he is. Playing with a little cramp, nowhere to go.
Nowhere.
Second down.
Run by number 23, Kingston Nelson.
That's the Nelson, the running back. And again, they're both running backs are small.
Warren Skelly on the tackle.
Normally your home program exaggerates your size, because I think we've talked about this before. My senior year, I was 5'11" and 3/4, 197.
Yeah, I bet.
That's what the program said. So
not in your life.
No, standing on a ladder. So their running backs are listed at 5'9", 160. And Nelson is at 5'5", 140.
5'5", 140.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they're not very big. Back to pass. On a little screen.
Good tackle. There we go.
Got Vincent down on 3rd down. So it's 4th. I suspect Montgomery Academy will just go for it here. Keeping the clock running.
DJ Vincent brought down by a host of Trojans. It's going to bring up 4th and long for him there.
Yeah, I'm going to give Grant Phillips credit for that tackle. Good bring down.
No, Montgomery Academy has changed PA announcers since the last time we were here, and this guy's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he's given me some of the details I need so I can make these stats at least 50% right.
All right, it's 4th down and about 14. McBride's the quarterback. It's Nelson to his right, and he'll roll this way and try to throw it back across, and there's nobody covering Vincent.
DJ Vincent with a strike from the freshman McBride.
Wow.
There is a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
In the interior, could be a hold.
Yeah, I think it must be a hold because the
77
the offensive
is
lineman is slapping himself in the head.
Yep. Coming back.
It's either holding or he was downfield.
Was the 19th penalty of the game.
19 penalties, a block punt, 2 interceptions,
block
one
punt.
return for a touchdown.
Yep.
4th down and man.
All right, it's 4th down again. Ball's back to the 30 now, 29. This messed up my spotting chart.
Alford back in the game. Grant Phillips is either coming out or coming over to the other corner. I think he's coming over to the other corner.
This is only Montgomery Academy's 3rd possession this half. Scored on the first 2. See if the Trojans can get the ball right here on 4th and 20.
A little bit of pass rush. Missed
Chasing
him.
him out of the pocket. He throws it short and incomplete.
Okay.
McBride scrambles with his pass. Falls incomplete.
I'm looking for flags,
Gonna take over on down.
which I'm justified in doing.
Yes, you are.
but I don't see any. And
Well,
St. James takes over.
But, man, even at this angle, you really can't see the flag on the field.
Yeah.
You really got to be looking for it.
All right. Let's check the time. Down a row and over to the corner, 8:41 to go. The mamas are dancing to music down here in front of us.
You got to do something.
Yeah. We can play music. We can play some more music trivia. If you'd
Okay.
like. What's that song you said? Red Solo Cup.
Red Solo Cup.
What's it about?
Having a party.
All right, we're not gonna have one tonight.
Yeah, there won't be one tonight.
Chase Perry in the backfield, rolling to his right, looking. He'll heave this one deep, and Mason Craig unable to get there.
For number 7, Mason Craig. Falls incomplete. Number 2, DJ Vincent in coverage. Brings up 2nd and 10 for St. James.
That's a tough pass.
It is very tough.
He's
rolling.
He's a
this
righty,
way.
a righty rolling to his left, trying to hit a guy really on a streak or a go pattern.
Who again, the farther he gets from him, he's running between the numbers and the sidelines. So
Yeah.
the farther away he gets, the more
narrow it
your,
gets.
your margin of error. Perry
And-
just now running back to the huddle with a play. 2nd down and 10. Again, next Friday night, 6:15, Carlisle Field, St. James versus Bullitt County. And I don't think what I'm about to say has ever happened before. And I'm going to say it after this play. Corner blitz from Montgomery Academy, and here he comes. And we just walk right by him. This one's thrown.
I don't even know.
Over the and incomplete. Okay, so Bullitt County's going to come into the game 1-0, and St. James is going to come into the game 0-2. And I don't think any time except perhaps 2008 has Bullitt County had a better record than St. James when they played in football. It will be region play will start. I think I know who everybody's playing next Friday night in St. James region. I do. Tallahassee will be at Munford. Bullitt County will be at Carlisle Field. Talladega at Booker T. Washington. And Cleburne County will have the pleasure of going to Hanley and playing on their turf. Chase Perry is chased out of the pocket and hit from behind.
Perry pressured again by number 55, Graham Martin.
St. James has just been unable to give him any time to throw.
4th and 10 for St. James.
He's going to sleep good tonight. You didn't go to Hanley last year, Brad, I don't think.
I did not.
I'm sure you didn't. I remember that. And it was rainy. And they've got turf. And, you know.
Is it regular colored turf or is it something crazy?
It's green.
Okay, it's green.
It's
Okay.
not. Their colors are crimson and white. And they wear uniforms just like Alabama's.
Oh.
2 crimson stripes on the white pants.
Okay.
They were home. They had on the crimson jersey, crimson helmet with 1 stripe, numbers on the side. All right, St. James is going to boot it away. Is that Dylan?
Boy. Very smart.
End over end.
Very smart of the
Ball's
punter.
going to hit at about the 40, and the St. James missed a tackle.
Yeah, missed 2.
Missed another one, and he might go down. If they don't call that, they do.
By number 0, David Wisenhunt. There is a flag on the play.
That's holding, yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
Is that 20?
That would be, yes, number 20. 20th penalty of the game.
Is it now 10-10 in penalties?
10-10 in penalties.
We're going to call holding on MA and back it up.
Now, I will say the PA announcer said they will call holding on MA. I saw it in the middle of the field. They didn't call holding on MA. There was holding. I mean, it's a technicality, but all right, the ball's at the 43. And it's, I hadn't said the score in so long. I have to look at the press boxes. It's still, it's 35-8.
How much time left?
I have to look again.
Oh, I figured you called all of it.
7:48.
7 minutes to go.
Look, it's going to be 10 o'clock at this rate.
Oh, I know.
McBride goes the wrong way. And now he's going to be chased and
Look at
dropped
him.
by Zakowski.
Oh!
He got hit. Somebody got hit.
Somebody. Wills Johnson.
Yeah. Popped
All right, that's the hardest hit of the season right there.
Wow.
Holy smokes, that was a hard hit. Wills Johnson just lit him up.
I'll just tell you this much. It's 35-8, and I got a 9th grade quarterback. That means I ain't got nobody else.
Yeah.
He's not out there.
Man, what a hit.
So he got popped. Back to the 44, 2nd and 11. They'll run this one straight ahead. And
keep playing hard.
Nelson got hit. Yep.
Come on.
Number 23, Kingston Nelson.
Man, there's a bunch of guys out there who are always playing on the defensive line, and they're getting the chance to play, getting the chance to earn playing time next Friday.
Yep. There's a sub coming in. 64.
Yeah,
Max Ward.
That's Max Ward who's giving a little break to Will Wright.
Max had a nice tackle.
Will Steenwinder's played well tonight. I think we'll see him some more as we go forward. MA in no big hurry to snap the football. They're trying to just keep the clock going here. We're nearing what will be the last heat timeout of the night, and we'll take it with them in just a second. I think there'll just be one more play.
All right, 5 seconds left.
Sprinting to the outside is Nelson. He'll get hit short of the first down, and it'll be 4th.
Nelson brought down by number 23.
In about 3. So and they're going to stop the play for the heat timeout. We'll take the timeout with them. Montgomery Academy leads 35-8. We'll be right back. This is St. James football on WRBZ.
Hi, I'm Shelly Nichols. If you see home ownership in your future, the future is now. Helping people get mortgages is what I do at Cross Country Mortgage. I'll help you find the home financing option that's right for you. Go to my website at ccm.com/Shelly Nichols and follow me on social media. Contact me today at Cross Country Mortgage about a home loan. Equal housing opportunity, subject to credit approval, NMLS 430123, company NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Gulf States Distributing has served the law enforcement, military, and first responder equipment needs for over 40 years. Along with their 100-plus product lines of law enforcement equipment and apparel, they have one of the largest ammunition inventories in the Southeast. Gulf State's well-stocked showroom and friendly staff reflect a hometown atmosphere. Visit them today at 6000 East Shirley Lane. Gulf States Distributing's mission is to provide quality products at competitive prices with exceptional service.
Fourth down. Nelson will get the first down, and Montgomery Academy will keep the football.
Number 23, Kingston Nelson.
That was one of those plays where you tackle him hard, but you tackle him going the way he wants to go.
Yep.
And
knocked him forward.
Basically pushed him forward.
To pick up another Montgomery Academy first down.
And I couldn't tell who tackled him. I think it was Wills Johnson.
Very well may have been. It's across the way. And
second leading tackler tonight. Pruitt Connor with 8 tackles. Wills Johnson with 6.
All right, 1st and 10, Montgomery Academy. The ball at about the 33. They'll give it to Nelson again, and he got hit that time in the backfield. That's right, I think.
Yep.
Played a good game tonight.
Yeah.
Met in the backfield by number 55.
You're watching on Facebook. I am not trying to show you the side of the press box. That is not the purpose. But the game's being played on that end of the field and has been for what seems like the last 45 minutes. St. James can get the ball back and get down here on this end. You'll be able to see it a little better.
Yeah, Will Wright tonight with 2 sacks and another 3 tackles, 3.5 tackles.
Yeah, McBride's looking to the sidelines. They're telling him when to snap the ball because the play clock is messed up. Nelson was stopped out here.
Nice block by number 73, Hall Benson.
Max Ward on the tackle.
Ward on the tackle. Yep. This will be play 7 of this drive. Only 1 first down. I would say we'll join you next Friday night, 6:15, Carlisle Field, but I've said it about 4 times. All right, the ball at the 34. Excuse me, the ball at the 38. Montgomery Academy looking across the way, getting the play. Nope. No big hurry. McBride in there is a new running back with the ball. That's number 11. He got hit.
Tough run by number 11, Mitch Corley up the middle.
Let's see who that is. That's Mitch Corley.
Nice block by number 62.
He's a 9th grader. This will be 4th down, I think. 4th and about 13.
It's going to be on 4th down for the Eagles.
St. James gets the ball back. It'll be interesting to see if backup offense gets a chance to go. I think Terry's got you a Tallahassee report.
Yeah, okay, here we go. The game has resumed with football players, coaches, and officials the only people in the stadium. So both fan bases were asked to leave.
Well,
according to the Tallahassee Tribune, the threat was initially made on social media. So some kind of threat.
Great. You know, we can play football, and we've gotten our, what's handed to us tonight. But ain't nobody threatening anybody on social media.
No.
Over here at McLemore Field.
No.
We're probably threatening a record on the number of penalties in a game.
Yeah, there's another one. That'd be the 21st. It's a
right.
delay of game.
They took that one on purpose, but
yeah, but still.
Tabor Alford back there, and he's cramping. Look, he's back deep. He's limping on a right straight leg.
The officials have carpal tunnel for sure.
Uh-oh.
Over the head.
It's over the
and
head.
nobody
Right
bothered
there.
rushing. Come on, guys.
And he got it away.
He got it away.
And Tabor just get away from it.
Yeah, don't.
Ball's going to bounce
Look
about
at Tabor.
15.
Hey, what do you got to lose? He
Yeah.
could have snuck up there and
Yeah, the ball, for those of you who aren't watching, and that's everybody, the ball hit it about the 10, and Alford was nowhere around it, and it bounded toward midfield, and he came running around behind the MA players like he was going to sneak up and snatch it like they weren't going to notice him. I think the St. James backups are in there on offense. See where the ball is. Ball's on the 20. Check the time, Brad. It's under 6 minutes. I know that because we've had the Heat timeout. 2:18 to go.
is it quarterback? Wilson Aman at quarterback.
Yeah. St. James without enough people on the field.
Timeout. MA.
We had a 35 run out on the field.
We
I
did.
do not have a 35 on my roster.
Is that a penalty? The way the night's gone, it may be. I'm sorry. You put you
get at
put
least
you put a ninth grader out here whose number's not on the jersey.
not on the roster.
That's unsportsmanlike
Somebody
conduct.
made it up. They just threw him a jersey and said, "Wear this tonight." Where is he? I want to see. Make sure it's 35. It is 35. All right, I am taking my Sharpie and officially adding a 35, and we will find out who that young man is.
All right. We're about ready to go after the timeout. Ball at the 20-yard line. Wilson Aman, who is a ninth grader, back at quarterback. Got the ball back near the line of scrimmage.
Brody Watrous. Number 11, Mitch Corley.
Who ran the ball?
35.
66,
Oh.
Gage Holloway.
The mystery player ran the ball. I can't even put him in the stats. I'm just going to put 35.
There you go. You got back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain?
Yeah.
Okay, number 35.
Let's take a peek at the time. I think the clock's running. 1:45 to go. Montgomery Academy leads 35-8. Somebody texted me and said, "Hey, what's the score?" If I'd had time, I would have texted back and said, "Well, if St. James were ahead, I'd be saying the score." Wilson Aman's going to be dropped for a big
Running back
loss.
Quarterback number 18, Wilson Aman.
I'll say this: we're not blocking them a whole lot better now that we've put the backups in.
I was going to say, do you remember what the shoot is?
Yes.
Yeah. I would spend a lot of time in the shoot. That was one of them. I hated the shoot.
Y'all linemen did that.
I hated the shoot.
You raised
Because
up-
if you raised up your head too, boom, it'd pop the top of the bar. But hey, by gosh, you'll learn how to block somebody.
All right.
You'll-
Clock's running.
You'll learn how to stay
Third
low.
down. 54 seconds to go. Aman's quarterback. St. James running back 35 move. Is that penalty 21 or 22?
Penalty 22.
We're tied 11-11.
11 to 11. It's a tie.
No, I think St. James has got about 60
No,
more
you're
yards.
right. We have 50 more yards in penalties than MA has. But 11 flags apiece.
They're not going to hold this one up. All right, let's see. St. James with the football now. Hey, man, it's going to hand it off. Not much. In fact, absolutely nothing. It'll be fourth down, but I don't think St. James will have to snap it.
How much time left?
Nice tackle, but
About 20 seconds, I think.
Okay.
Let's see.
Brody Watrous, 11.
Yeah, 21. I don't think the Trojans will
Corley,
have to
22,
snap it.
Rob Ashworth,
That's it.
15, William Marks.
Appears to be.
And that is going to do
And
it,
that's
fellas. Your score
clock is going to run out, and that's going to be the end of the game on what was not a good night for the St. James Trojans. St. James trailed at halftime 21-8. Montgomery Academy scored on their first two possessions to make it 35-8. St. James really unable to get anything going offensively here tonight, hampered by more than a handful of 15-yard penalties. Unable to run the football, couldn't give Perry enough time to throw. The Trojans go to 0-2 for the first time since 2015. I'm going to give Brad a minute or two to get the stats. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back in 3 minutes, and we'll wrap it up for you. Final score, Montgomery Academy 35, St. James 8. And this is St. James football on WRBZ.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Alabama. So now you can get the great service and convenience of State Farm agent Breck Honey at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Breck Honey is ready to help you save, Montgomery. Call my office today at 334-272-8423. That's 272-8423. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Go, go, go. That's life. And at CB&S Bank, we help you keep up. We're redesigning financial freedom with the most sophisticated digital products. Check balances, pay bills, transfer funds, manage your card, and even deposit checks from wherever you are. Make purchases using your CB&S Bank debit card through your mobile device with Mobile Wallet in participating stores and restaurants. Learn more at cbsbank.com. Charges and fees may apply from your cellular service provider. Contact your service provider for information. Member FDIC.
Gulf States Distributing has served the law enforcement, military, and first responder equipment needs for over 40 years. Along with their 100-plus product lines of law enforcement equipment and apparel, they have one of the largest ammunition inventories in the Southeast. Gulf State's well-stocked showroom and friendly staff reflect a hometown atmosphere. Visit them today at 6000 East Shirley Lane. Gulf States Distributing's mission is to provide quality products at competitive prices with exceptional service.
I'm Cliff Meidel, two-time Olympic athlete in the sport of sprint kayaking. In 1986, my life changed forever when I struck 3 buried high-voltage cables while working on an excavation site. 30,000 volts of electricity blew through my body. I'm lucky to be alive and able to walk again. Accidents like mine can be avoided with a simple call to 811.
Accidents can happen to anyone. Know what's below. Always call 811 before digging. Brought to you by Alabama 811.
Hi, I'm Shelly Nichols. If you see home ownership in your future, the future is now. Helping people get mortgages is what I do at Cross Country Mortgage. I'll help you find the home financing option that's right for you. Go to my website at ccm.com/Shelly Nichols and follow me on social media. Contact me today at Cross Country Mortgage about a home loan. Equal housing opportunity, subject to credit approval, NMLS 430123, company NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Discover your stunning new look at Doug's 2 Salon. Find your breathtaking new hairstyle or color with our expert stylists and salon artists, and look absolutely radiant with our extensions, balayage, and keratin treatments. You'll find products from Aveda and Bumble and Bumble, so even when you leave the salon, you keep looking sensational. Call to make your appointment and look and feel amazing today.
We're back here at McLemore Field on the campus of Montgomery Academy, where the Trojans fell tonight 35-8. St. James unable to get anything going offensively, and really a bevy of penalties and things got going on the wrong foot. On the opening snap of the game, Montgomery Academy ran a little trick play, and DJ Vinson was running about 10 yards behind the St. James secondary. The Trojans got the ball back and scored on a long touchdown pass on the second play from scrimmage for St. James, and that one was called back. And if there ever was an indication of what the night was going to be like, we saw it early on, way back at between 7 and about 7:10. In those 3 plays, Montgomery Academy really had their way offensively, and St. James hampered by penalties all night long, and really unable to overcome what was, if not a St. James record in penalties. We don't have JR up here to tell us. We'll be able to check that during the course of the week, but that's not a record for penalties for St. James. It's got to be pretty close. next Friday night, St. James will take on Bullitt County, and Bullitt County played last night here against Park Crossing, playing up a couple of classes, and won 7-0. So certainly the Trojans will have their work cut out for them again next week. And cramping was an issue tonight as it was last week, and certainly that's something that the Trojans can work on with hydration and that kind of stuff to prepare for next Friday night as region play begins. And, St. James, goal this year playing up to Class 4A with the huge graduation losses that St. James had was to make the playoffs, and that's still out there despite starting the season 0-2. Brad, I don't think there's a lot of offensive numbers to look at, but let's take a quick look.
There's not a lot, but we're going to end on a real high note. I've got something I want to point out. Leading rusher night, Pruitt Connor, 10 carries, 25 yards. Chase Perry, 4 sacks for -43. Grant Phillips, 1 for -2. Jacob Cadell with the scoop and score. We'll give him credit there. Number 35, the mystery player, 3 carries, -4 yards. So 19 carries, -22 yards in rushing. I can't remember last time we had negative yards rushing. 11 of 28 passing by Chase Perry, 127 yards, 2 interceptions on the night. Leading receiver, Tabor Alford, 6 receptions, 76 yards. Pruitt Connor, 3 for 34. Mason Craig, both of his catches coming in the second half alone for 17 yards. So 47 offensive plays, 105 yards of offense is all we could figure out. Leading tackler on the night and just a warrior in the heart, Pruitt Connor, 8.5 tackles.
Wow.
Will Wright, 4 tackles and then 2 sacks in the first half. Wills Johnson finishes with 6 tackles. But the play of the game, young Grant Phillips blocks a punt.
Yep.
Jacob Cadell scoops and scores for about 2 yards for a touchdown. The only points on the night, and then a 2-point conversion where Chase Perry ran the ball in for 1.5 yards for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah. Well, again, the penalties just a huge part of things for St. James. Every time the Trojans got any kind of real momentum with the football, something would happen, and so many penalties that were after the play, dead ball penalties. And there really is nothing more damaging in football to have a negative play and get another 15 yards tacked onto it, which happened to St. James 2 or 3 times. So, just a night where you've got to regroup. Last Friday night was tough, and looking at it, Montgomery Catholic may have beaten St. James again tonight. You said that early on. The Trojans just didn't have their legs under them tonight. Not much in terms of this is an emotional football, emotional sport. Not a lot there tonight for St. James. And, last Friday night was a rough football game. They got to get their feet back under them on what's going to be a short week. Monday's Labor Day. Trojans usually meet on Sunday. They won't meet on Sunday this week. They'll meet on Monday. But there's no school, so they can spend a good bit of the day there regrouping and getting ready for next Friday night with region play, and things won't get any easier. Bullitt County's got a ton of athletes.
Wow. Yeah, it's been I'm thinking back. I can't remember the last time Bullitt County looked this good. Not a lot of offense last week or last night. You said 7-0 was that game, but they're going to have some players. They're going to have some players, and if we don't come out and meet them head to head, we don't want it to be another long night for the Trojans. So they got to go back and do some soul searching. Get healthy, get their legs back from under, play with some passion, play with some fire. And here's the thing, and we mentioned this at halftime, if you can just cut the penalties.
Penalties were a problem last Friday.
Yeah, get the penalties. Just say, we're not going to do that anymore. If you can keep it to 3 or 4 penalties and take 7 or 8 off the table, it's going to make a huge difference in a football game.
Yeah.
I mean, huge.
Well, next Friday night we'll join you at 6:15. Blackwell in the Alabama One Credit Union Trojan scouting report, and then we'll get a football in the air. One final time for head of school Larry McLemore, for head coach Aubrey Blackwell, for the young men who play football in blue and gold for St. James, and for the folks at Little Engine Broadcasting. He's Brad Armagost, and I'm Sonny Brassfield. Final score, Montgomery Academy 35, St. James 8. Gus, we love you, and good night.
Thank you for listening to tonight's St. James Trojans broadcast. This year, our sponsors are Gunthorpe Financial, Montgomery Dentistry, Zaxby's, Breck Honey State Farm, Regions Bank, Alabama 811, J.C. Love Probate Judge, Merrill Lynch Webb Chastain, Adams Drugs, Brindle Sprinkler Company, Southern Specialty Physicians, Alabama One Credit Union, TW Orthodontics, Moore Company Realtors, Montgomery County Sheriff Derek Cunningham, Encore Rehab, Merrill Lynch Jake Ray, CB&S Bank, Just for Grins Orthodontics, Riverbank and Trust, Gulf States Distributors, Cadell Construction, Dentistry for Children, Katie Steenwinder, Houston Clinic, Cross Country Mortgage, Doug's 2 Salon, and Montgomery Paint and Body. Join us again next week for another night of exciting St. James Trojans football on WRBZ.
This is